Welcome to Saturday Live on Kingdom of Nerds. What's going on, guys? There is no To The Max tonight. There is no SNS tonight. So I figure I'll go live and we'll talk some news topics of the week. And then we can vote. We're not voting. Fuck that voting. Voting is for movie madness entertainment. We don't do that shit here.
Oh man, Max is gonna be disappointed. I actually was waiting for him to post him to the Max because I was actually gonna try and come on, but oh well. Better luck next time.
Yeah, we could talk about positive news about people voting, because it just turns into my story's better than your stories. I'm moving it up.
Yeah, it is like next weekend's WrestleMania, so like I'm gonna be out of commission for it.
Yeah. Oh, we can talk WrestleMania. Oh, we're gonna have to bring up the matches and see predictions.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good night tonight. But first I wanna talk about Daredevil.
Here we go.
Listen, first of all, fine. There's a story there. Is it a story I want to? Do I care about the story? I do not care about the story. Do I care about Daredevil? No. But I decided to sit there and watch 8 episodes. I watched all 8 episodes. First of all, I don't care about Kingpin and Vanessa going to therapy. And secondly, they just happen to pick the only therapist that's dating Daredevil to go to. And then Muse is also her patient. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Who writes this stuff? Really? Who writes this stuff? And then, yes, there's more. Why in the hell have we not seen Punisher again? Punisher?
Yeah, that okay. I'll give you that. I thought he would have a little bit more of an appearance. Granted, like I don't know how much of like the old script that they kept from before Iger came back. So so it's like, and then John Berthal is busy with a couple of other things too. So I don't know how much they were able to get him if they wanted to add it more to him. I have a feeling though he might show up in this last episode. I'm hoping, but yeah, like I was expecting maybe I was not saying like throughout the entire show, but like I have like at least another episode to make an appearance, and then maybe in the finale he'll have more of a role. But hello, honey. But so yeah, I'll give you that. I'm like,
And the way he found the Punisher. Let me follow this bullet that rolled this way. And let me just wait. I sense a disturbance in the force in the sewers. Let me walk around the sewers and I might hear the Punisher's heartbeat. I just happen to know where the Punisher is. And I got pushback for that. They said maybe he knew where the Punisher was. They just didn't explain it. It's 4 episodes later, and they still haven't explained how he found the Punisher. And all of a sudden, he has Kryptonian hearing. He can hear across the city. Get out of here with that. Come on.
Hey, comic book logic.
Is he Superman?
It's comic book logic. I don't know. It's like the Ben Affleck Daredevil. It's like super sonar. Yeah, she could hear me all the way upstairs. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let's close the door. So.
All right, let me say hi to the chat. Hey, Ed LeBeau. We got Daryl Taylor, Senior Nerd. We need to reset Movie Madness Entertainment. We got Isaac, biggest movie fan.
Stick.
King's Portal. Ashley. Ashley hasn't started screaming yet. He hasn't. Max skipped being yelled at by Bruce on a Saturday night. Yes.
Sounds about right.
Hey, Jim Camel. Camille, what's going on, buddy? I was just ranting about Daredevil. And also, this last goddamn episode. What was the point? What was the point
Are
of
we-
this gala?
Are we getting into spoilers?
I don't care. Go for it.
I don't care. Do you guys care about spoilers? Spoilers. All right, we're gonna spoil Daredevil.
Chances are you nerds have already seen it anyway. So.
They've probably seen it. If you haven't seen it already, you'll catch it later. So mute your stream for a bit because we're gonna dissect this last episode of Daredevil because Bullseye escaping from prison. Come on. He had like super aim from his freaking mouth. Get out of here with that.
I know that is ridiculous. But I don't know. At the same time, I thought that was badass. I thought that was so cool. Now, keep in mind that I'm also a fan of Colin Farrell's Bullseye from the Ben Affleck movie, so keep that in mind. And that kind of stuff reminded me of Colin Farrell's Bullseye when he was doing all that silly stuff. Now, yeah, it is ridiculous. It's like the physics made no sense there, but I thought it was just
I'll
badass.
give you
how
that.
he
It did
did
look cool.
I was just in my disbelief.
Dragging the cops dragged somebody out of a party and no one noticed but the commissioner.
I-
And how did he get all the way from jail to make it to that party to try and shoot Kingpin? And why the hell did Daredevil save him? He could have ended. It could have been ended. It could have been over. He would have been back in the hospital. Come on, Vanessa could have been mayor. Take her out next.
I mean, also, he's dealing with the dilemma of like almost killing people like more than once in this show. So maybe he didn't want to repeat that same thing again because he doesn't know when to hold back. So it's like, he's just getting back into being Daredevil too. So it's like a little rusty here and there.
But I got an answer for that one. He was about to kill Muse.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's still dealing with that. He's still dealing with that anger and conflict. So, but yeah, I get what I get what you're saying though. Like, there's definitely some things like you got to suspend your disbelief with. That's probably why. Like,
yeah, no.
Now this is saying something for me because you guys know I have not been nice to the majority of the Marvel shows. And I definitely was paying very close attention watching this because of how much I love the Netflix Daredevil. So far, if this finale hits, I'm probably confident to say this is probably one of, if not the best show that they put out so far. Do I think it's on the same level as the Netflix show? No. But I do think that this is one of the few shows in here that's actually putting in effort to tell a good story and actually having compelling characters. And this show is working so well for me because I know one of the biggest criticisms people have with him is that he's not in the suit enough, man. I thought this was a superhero show. Why is he not in the suit? Like, his stuff with him just being Matt Murdock, I think is so interesting. Him just being a lawyer, they managed to make that just as interesting as him in the suit, as they did in the Netflix show. And the stuff they're doing with Kingpin, because I've been a bit upset about how they handled Kingpin ever since they brought him into the MCU with Hawkeye, Echo. But this show, they actually making Kingpin a really good antagonist villain, like the dynamic between Kingpin and Matt. Even though we didn't get a lot of it, but when they do meet, it is electric. It is very engaging, and even with stuff that like I thought I would be upset with, like since this is spoilers, when they killed Foggy in the first episode, I was like, oh, that's a choice. That is a choice. But like knowing that his death is echoed throughout the show and how it's emotionally taken a toll on not only Matt but Claire as well. I think I'm able to be okay with it just with how the story is being told. So you don't know, man. Like, yes, there's some stuff about it that I'm like, about like the stuff you brought up. I'm like, yeah, I definitely see that. Like, if you don't think about it too hard, there's like, but
Uh,
in general, like, I haven't been disengaged with a Marvel show since like Miss Marvel, since What If,
really?
like, yeah, this is like one of the first times I actually am watching a show weekly because I stopped that after She-Hulk and Secret Invasion. I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. But
Oh,
like,
did somebody say Secret Invasion?
What?
yeah, I'm sorry to bring
What?
up old wounds, but like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Hey,
stuff
Mama
like
Bear.
this. Hey, Mom Bear.
Hello, boys.
But yeah, stuff like this and X-Men '97 and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It's bringing me back in, man. It's bringing me back in.
Oh, Jesus.
So
I will say this. Everyone knows I'm not the biggest Daredevil fan, but after watching Agatha all along and how great that show was put together and how well it was written, and then you get this. For me, it's just I don't know what it takes for Marvel to get all their shows on the same level.
I think Marvel has a problem managing expectations in both directions. I think as fans, we all knew Daredevil was going to be put on a certain pedestal above anything else.
Yeah.
And as far as Agatha all along, how many of us were expecting that to be a good show? I wasn't. You know,
I was
I'm
kind
just
of
saying,
because
like,
it's
they
the
didn't
same
really
people
set
that did
that one up.
WandaVision.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was. Yeah, I don't know.
see, Agatha didn't really work for me, but I'm glad people enjoyed it. I'm glad
Well,
people enjoyed it.
well, everybody knows I love magic. I love witches, and there's nothing better than a witch that is a bitch that can use magic.
Same here. I love that stuff too.
Joe!
Yeah, I have no clue if my audio is hosed tonight or not. So if it is, let me know.
It's all right.
It's not horrible.
You know, we don't
It's
have.
been better, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm on my remote setup, so I apologize. I'm working on getting that all hammered out. But I have dogs. I have dogs with me, so that's fun.
I was just ranting about Daredevil, but
Oh,
I know you love the series. What do you think of the first 8 episodes? Well, the first 8. One more left.
Daredevil,
Yes.
great. Is it the most perfect show ever? No, but it's good.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's good. It's watchable. I'm enjoying it. It's giving me a story I'm enjoying. Whether they'll keep that up in season 2, who knows? But I can't complain. I just want to be mildly entertained. I have very low expectations for Disney Plus stuff, and it's met my low expectations and exceeded them a little bit. I can't complain about that.
nice.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Agatha. I mean, the expectations were like subterranean with that show, and all it had to do was just be somewhat competent, and it was going to knock it out of the park. So,
Yeah, and
That's how I felt about I would say that's how I felt about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, because I was like, oh, not another mediocre animated Spider-Man show. The animation didn't look that great. I'm like, why do we have this? And then I watched it. I'm like,
I love that.
this is what I need.
Far exceeded my expectations of anything I had expected there. I really love that series.
Yes.
so is Daredevil better than Iron Fist?
Oh yeah,
That's not even a question.
yeah.
What about Moon Knight?
Yes, I think it was better. It was definitely cheaper than Moon Knight, I'm guessing, to make.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm a big Moon Knight fan. I just wish they would have given us Moon Knight in that Moon Knight show.
it was very confusing.
Not blackout scenes where Moon Knight would have appeared.
It was so horrible. That movie, that show, I was like, it was so hard to follow.
I had no idea what was going on. Only
I was
had
like-
12 minutes of Moon Knight action on screen.
I was like, is this
Yeah.
Steven, or is this what's his face? Who is this guy?
It was I mean, they tried something different. I get it. I'd rather them go out on a limb and try something different and fail every now and then than try to give you the same kind of mediocre schlock and fan service for everything. So while I wish it would have been better because I am a Moon Knight fan, I give them credit for trying something different. It didn't work for me, but
I'm in way too many chat groups, which across Instagram and Discord and X, and there's a lot of people that have this. What am I doing? I'm playing with papers. There's a lot of people that, Daredevil was bad. It's horrible. It's this just Disneyfying Daredevil. Have you watched it? No, but people told me it was bad.
yeah,
And this is
I
why
don't get
Disney
it.
Plus shows don't get the watch hours and the views because you get one person saying in a group of 40 or 50 people, the show is bad, don't watch it. And then those 40 or 50 people just spread it out. And then you get low views on these shows. There's no way in hell this show should be as low rated as it is. And I'm not a fan of it, but I can see the appeal of the show. The show is good, like Joe said.
Did it really have that much marketing though?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it was coming.
There's a lot of marketing.
Did it really have that much marketing though?
Yes.
I feel like there's too much inside baseball for that show.
I mean, was it marketed like Skeleton Crew was marketed? I don't think so.
I mean, it's kind of hard to do that because it's not like a family friendly show too. So you
I'm
can
gonna
keep
be
that in
fair.
mind.
I'm gonna be fair. They market Skeleton Crew way more after the fact than they actually did before the show came out.
Yeah,
That's
they
fair as well.
sabotaged that show. Like there was barely anything before it came out.
And when you watch everything for Disney Plus, and it's like Jude Law, like, yeah, we're getting pirates. It's like pirates. You could have had a. Oh my God! All right, never mind. We're good.
Listen, I know people out there love Skeleton Crew. It was not for me.
It was great.
I know you wanted to get a pause of this. No, I'm just kidding.
It had its moments. It
was a show that I did not watch with anybody. I was on stream, so I just took that show in. It was amazing. I can't wait for Andor and to not talk about it with you.
I know
so amazing.
My one gripe about that show was the annoying kids, but I understand the kids were written to be annoying and non respectful and rebellious kids.
It was the endearing.
I just hate badass kids. That's just me. I just want to just smack their asses. Not saying you should smack your own kids. Only in a television movie setting where it's not real.
All right,
but again, I like when Star Wars. But I like when Star Wars is like, okay, let's do something that we don't have to tie into all the existing characters and all the other bullshit. Now, granted, they probably will at some point try to tie it all in because that's what Disney does. But I like standalone stuff. I like Star Wars should be a big universe. You should be able to do these like one-off tales that don't touch any of that other bullshit and just have an interesting one-off experience.
But it has to have Luke Skywalker in it, damn it! Or
Sky wizards and laser swords and
no.
Yeah. Isaac has it right on the point for me, right on the nose. That is the same thing with me. The toxic fans ruined it because I had been I had served. Honestly, people that are worse than Dom.
I know. Dom's calm compared to the rest of
people that still to this day, will complain about The Last Jedi and blah blah blah.
But that's our fault.
These are the same people that will say over and over again, okay, just take Star Wars away from the Skywalker saga. And the moment they did that, what were these people saying? This isn't my Star Wars.
But again, that's our fault. That's our fault because we're immersed in all the bullshit and all the rumor mills and all the YouTube channels and all that shit. 90% of people never see any of that shit.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong.
The people talk about the toxic fandom and all this. 90% of people never see any of that shit. They don't pay attention to any of that. They're not on message boards. They're not in, watching YouTube streams about Star Wars and stuff like that. There are people that just want to consume some content and watch something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a shame that that you felt that way, Mama Bear, and other people felt like they had to just walk away because of the toxic fandom. Like it doesn't help the fact that Skeleton Crew came out right after the Acolyte, which just everyone was just going crazy about that show in the worst way possible.
It's so
And
funny
so
because I'm sorry,
one of the best
it's so
shows that
funny
Disney
about
put
the
out.
Acolyte is so many people were it didn't have the views, that it was sucked, nobody watched it. One of the highest rated shows of last year, and currently it's the third watch show on Disney Plus right now.
yeah, overall, I don't hate the Acolyte. I think it's okay. There's some interesting concepts in the show, but
Darth
there's something
Plagueis.
I
I
didn't
think it would have
love.
been better if the lead Jedi hadn't been a weepy creeper. That would have probably helped a bit.
Yeah.
With the show.
Yeah, but it was nice when Skeleton Crew came out. It was like, when I say I really enjoyed the show, I'm not saying that Skeleton Crew is like a groundbreaking Star Wars show, like it did something completely different, or
It was
no,
fun.
it's just like
It was fun.
it was nice to have something that not only didn't have to tie into a grander story in the universe, but like something that was fun, something that was simple, something that this is a really feel good show, like taking it back to the basics, back when George Lucas said that he made this movie for 12-year-olds, like this really brought back that Spielbergy sensibility that I think fit really well with Star Wars. So it was nice to see something like that come out and not try to be too controversial or too crazy, So I thought it was just a nice, fun, feel good show. That's all I really needed,
I
because
agree
after
100%.
that point,
I thought it was fun.
yeah.
Everything doesn't have to be a life-changing Star Wars event or a life-changing Marvel event. Yeah, they can just put out a decent little story and have it be fun, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will say this. I know people don't like Crazy Joe's takes, but he said something this week or last week about these properties that used to be handed down from father to son, daughters, or whatever. They'll start watching, consuming. My generation been holding on to these properties since 1980.
Yeah, you never let them
They
go.
want the properties to stay the same. They don't want them to change. They just want what they want and want. Screw anybody else that likes the new stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes I mean, we have to admit, sometimes the new stuff just isn't good.
Well, I mean,
Star Trek. Sometimes the new stuff just isn't good.
Exactly right. There has to be a fine line. I feel that you can't do completely just. You have to remember who brought you to the dance floor.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, okay, which I totally understand. But once you remember who brought you to the dance floor, you have to be able to cut a rug, dance.
And stop trying to please everybody.
Exactly.
Pick a lane. Pick a fucking lane.
Do what you
want
want to do.
You want to move to the next generation? Move to the next generation. Pull Star Trek. They took a 180 in terms of that fucking show. And
the reason why I like The Last Jedi so much is because they pushed it in that direction.
And
they were afraid to do.
And then as soon as they did, oh my God, everybody wouldn't shut up about it. We got Star Wars ruined.
Because the problem is they can't pick a lane. They don't want to push it in a new direction without also giving you all this nostalgic fan service.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Pick a fucking lane.
They did take it in a different direction with The Last Jedi, and everybody hated it. So that's it.
Okay. So
I will apply that to every property that you hold dear to your heart. Okay, you could love it, but as soon as it comes out and as soon as you shit on it, and they don't make it anymore, who do you have to blame?
The fans.
Superman. If Superman fails, and they say F it, movies.
But again,
who's to blame? Fans.
We are the consumers. We are the ones that consume the product. If they're not putting out a product that we want to consume and it dies, it dies. So be it. That's on them just as much as.
Well, that's why I said it's a double-edged sword. You have to remember who got you there, but you also have to
be open to accepting a different partner every now and again, just to keep it nice and fresh. So it's like, and it's okay, but Star Wars is always going to be the Gen X's thing. They're never going to let it go. It's their thing. It's like they say millennials never grew up. It's the same thing. Like,
I will say this. I don't poo-poo on anybody that likes something I do like and love. I for one prefer OG Star Trek over all of it. Brian can't stand OG Star Wars.
I'm a next generation Voyager, Deep Space Nine kind of guy.
Yep. Me too.
But I do like the OG stuff too. I can watch the OG stuff and enjoy it.
But I can also like Enterprise and understand the nuance and the
Enterprise was good.
The joy of seeing a prequel. You know why they made Enterprise? Because of the Phantom Menace. Okay, they're like, yeah, Star Wars did it. Let's do it too. Okay, there we go. But dude, all of that era, the Rick Berman era of Star Trek, I thoroughly enjoy.
I like dry science fiction, and that's what it was. It was good, dry science fiction. They were great stories, but there wasn't tons of action and craziness. It was just good storytelling.
It wasn't as preachy as preachy as New Trek, and I'm gonna say it. Yeah. New Trek is preachy. It's really bad in the preachy department. Like, it beats you over the head with its preachiness.
I don't care.
I know you don't, Bruce.
I mean, it wasn't as heavy-handed, but no, they still tackled some very heavy storylines when it came.
Because that's good writing. You tackle timeless issues or current issues that can still be timeless in a way by presenting a good story, not dragging out Stacey Abrams as a guest.
Leave Stacey Abrams alone.
He knows what I'm talking about.
She only got $2 billion for her NGO.
Dude, you want to ruin Star Trek? Put Stacey Abrams in it. It was bad. Okay.
I would say the same thing about them pulling any current politician into that shit.
To anybody. They could have put Kamala Harris on this. I'd have still been like, really?
Let's just.
This is what we're doing with Star Trek. Like,
all right, it's been about 28 minutes. No bad mouthing track.
Did anybody watch Section 31?
No.
28 minutes. Welcome, everyone. Please hit like.
Zoom jumps. That's all I have to say about Section 31. Zoom jumps.
No, it's Agent
Oh my
Sloan.
God, you guys are still
Dr.
going
Bashir.
about this?
That is Section 31.
I just wanted to know how they felt because I heard it was bad.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'll never watch that. I'm sorry. Dude, New Trek lost me when they stopped making when they said Legacy ain't happening. I'm like, nope, okay, then I don't care. You're not gonna give me a bone, then I don't care.
All right. I'm not gonna pull a clickbait title and not talk about it and ignore it.
I didn't see the title. I'm excited.
What's the title about?
I forgot.
Oh, time for an MCU.
You forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Is it time for a reboot, reset of the MCU? And I'm asking this question based on the reception of the Disney Plus shows, the movies in general, because you have people ask for stuff, then they get it, and then they don't watch. Is it a confidence problem with Marvel, or is it just a you can't please everyone problem?
They don't have to reboot it. All they got to do is give us X-Men, and you can forget about all the other dumb Avengers shit.
I have a lot of thoughts.
I'm here for the Mark Spears giveaway. Mark Spears will be on Renovision, dual streamed on Kingdom of Nerds on Friday, the 18th of this month, where he will kick off his new Kickstarter with cards and showing some of his new exclusives he will be selling himself. And maybe I'm not sure, but he might give away a book or two to viewers. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification, and hopefully Joe lets me make the thumbnail.
I don't know. I'm pretty anal about my thumbnails.
I know you are. So, like I was saying, you think the X-Men will give more confidence to consumers of this stuff, or you think that it won't matter?
I think it's an easy way to reboot because it's not necessarily a reboot. It's like, hell, let's just bring in these characters. You don't even have to address anything that's happened before. Just bring in the fucking X-Men. Give us some X-Men stories. It's like a reboot. It's just a completely different direction. So you don't have to worry about dragging out the 50 chairs that people watch for 5 hours.
It was only 25. There's 25 more to go.
But again, you don't have to worry about all that. You don't have to recast Robert Downey Jr. for his, 7th role he's going to play. Who gives a shit? Just give us fucking X-Men, and if that fails, it fails. But it's a pretty much a clean slate for them to start with.
They put an awfully lines at these legacy characters for them to do a hard reboot. What do you think?
Okay, so I don't know. I don't think just bringing in the X-Men is going to fix the problem, because like even if they got the X-Men in here and like it ends up being great, like it's not the X-Men, it's not the XCU, it's the MCU. You still have these other characters that you need to address in this universe, or we're just gonna get another rendition of the Fox X-Men movies, just having them run everything.
But you have a whole side of mutants to use. I mean, there's more mutants and more mutant titles than you know what to do with. I mean, I'm sorry. Nobody gave 2 fucks about the Avengers before those movies. Nobody gave a shit about Iron Man. Nobody gave a shit about Captain America. The MCU made those characters something. So it's not like people are out there clamoring, I need an Avengers movie. I need a Captain America movie. No, they made those characters.
Well,
and they've run for a long time.
I think the problem with that is they want the original Avengers back. They want Chris Evans. They want Robert Downey Jr. back in these roles. They want these actors to play these heroes for like ever, and they won't accept anything new. Just like Star Wars fans, go figure.
Well, yeah, I keep telling people, and they want to ignore this, but here's the truth of the matter is, you cannot expect these actors to play these characters forever, because you know why? Because A, they want to move on to other things, and 2, it's getting old. I know people say, but they don't look like their age. It's not just about how they look; it's about their health and well-being as well. Eventually, Marvel does need to reboot, because all the original Avengers are getting really up there in age, and they want to move on to other things. Robert Downey Jr. is winning Oscars, man. And he has all the money that he needs doing these Marvel movies. Like, we're lucky that he's even wanted to come back to be Doctor Doom, but like, he really doesn't need he doesn't need this, and he's not going to want to be in the MCU forever. We know that. So as far as like the state of Marvel right now, I would say if they can't get Doomsday and Secret Wars, if they don't come out and they're not hits, then I think it's time for us to reboot after that.
Go ahead, Mama Bear. What are you laughing for?
One, I'm partially laughing at Necron. I don't think a reboot is totally necessary. Mm-hmm. There is a ton of characters that are in Marvel that they have the complete world open to. So I don't think it's necessary. I do think X-Men will breathe some good life into it. And as somebody up there said, they got to bring a comic accurate Banff Rogue. Give me my badass Rogue, not the screaming Mimi we had with the Fox X-Men.
Well, no, that was just sad.
That was tough.
That was Anna Paquin, man. Come on. Anywho,
I don't need no Suki as
anyways,
Suki was a badass character too when she turned her into Screaming Amy.
Here's my 2 cents on it, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna bring up a word. Does anybody know the meaning of the word zeitgeist?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in 2019, when Endgame came out, that was the zenith of the cultural zeitgeist. Okay,
it's over.
That's it. You're not going to need a reboot because that's it. We're on the waning side of the trend here, guys. That's how it works.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
Or do you really think Disney's going to let it go?
No, because they have too much melted into the property. But again, stretching these same characters out too, I don't think it helps them at all.
No,
because what's it going to do? You're going to be having the same question after the next movie, after the next movie, after the next. You're still having that same question coming up. Do we need to reboot? What do we do about these characters? And they're just getting older and older and older, and it becomes a worse problem. So rip off the Band-Aid. Rip off the goddamn Band-Aid. I don't need to see them anymore. I saw them through a fun, great set of a lot of fucking movies. A lot of movies.
All right, here's another question.
Well, it's
for
time
the
to
panel.
pack it in every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give us
Here's
a few
another-
years to rest
5
and
years.
recover.
4 years.
And it doesn't matter. Just give us some
Disney,
time.
they'll have a heart
Like
attack.
James Bond, dude. I don't want to see another James Bond for another 5-6 years.
Hey.
No, no. The Broccoli family is no longer involved. I don't necessarily care anymore.
True.
I do want to say this. Maybe the answer to the MCU is maybe going the old DC route of just doing contained stories told with the characters instead of having everything in overarching storyline for 6-7 years of phases.
Well, I mean, you would have thought they would have learned that lesson during the pandemic that, hey, we can't line all our movies up to be sequential because if one thing fucks something up, that screws up our whole movie slate and pushes everything back. You know, you think they would have learned that and tried to compartmentalize a little more, and I think they're trying a little bit here and there, but I don't know.
I don't think they're trying hard enough. But like I think with Marvel, like the general movie going audience is still expecting interconnectivity to an extent. So I don't think they would be willing to just do one-offs. You know, because like, will they even care if it's like a one-off, or will they get confused? I know we asked that question with the whole Batman situation. That's a mess right now, but like, they're so interconnected to the hip, and like, also keep in mind they expected the Kang experiment to work. They expected that to work, so they were going to keep going with what they were going to go.
That was like the Patriots drafting Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good on
paper.
paper.
I'm dead serious. Okay, this is the Patriots. Right now, the MCU is the Patriots without Tom Brady. Okay, Tom Brady's already gone. He's done retired. He's doing whatever. But this is it. Okay, you have a window, just like me. I'm a 49er fan. Okay, we got a window. We got a window. That window slammed shut last year. Okay. Slammed shut, and now it's like, oh God, I don't know, blow it all up. That's where I'm at. Okay, I want the 49ers to get rid of everyone, including the coach, general manager. Don't care, get them burnt down. Okay, but okay, so I can understand. Yes, the feeling for wanting a reboot on something, I get it. But I'm just saying, dude, if they did, it'd be too little, too late. The popularity of these movies are not going to be back to the level that Endgame was. Okay, because it's been a downward trend since. And yes, you could talk about Spider-Man, you could talk about this. Still, those are blips. It's still a downward trend.
Spider-Man?
It's still a downward trend. Okay, yes. Last year, Deadpool and Wolverine made a shit ton of money. Okay, but one, that movie banked on nostalgia, and two, it was the love letter to the Fox universe. That's all it was. Okay, at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like even like with the successes like No Way Home and Deadpool, Wolverine, and like Multiverse of Madness to an extent,
Hmm.
like even though those seem to be the most memorable ones or the most enjoyable ones, like even they are being held together by nostalgia. Like that, like I don't think people would
Tobey
really be
Maguire,
talking
come
about.
on now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
it's like. And if you start thinking really hard about the plot for all those movies, your brain's going to hurt. Like I know people love No Way Home, I know people love Deadpool, Wolverine, but if you really sit down and think about how the plot makes sense, it like how the plot doesn't make sense. It's like, so a lot of and we're starting to see this with Doomsday, like with them bringing back the old X-Men again. So it's like hopefully that's done better, but I don't know. But it's like a lot of this multiverse saga is reliant on nostalgia a lot of the times. That's
Yeah.
what's really getting the crowd pleasing moments. That's what's really what people are taking what they're really taking positive away from both Phase 4 and 5 so far.
But yeah,
It's
that's a
like,
cheap pop though. Like in wrestling
yeah.
terms, that's a cheap pop. Okay,
Let me just play
that's
this.
getting the crowd to go for you one week, but next week they don't give a rat's ass.
This is from Degrassi. It's titled Doom All Along. Interesting.
Wow, they both copied they both did the same move. Hey, in the
Yeah.
chair.
What
Look
does
at
that
that.
mean? Is there something behind that?
Agatha's going to help stop Doom.
I can see that. Just
I would hate it.
imagine if Christian Bale is a DCU Bruce Wayne.
They should have done that in the damn first place, and we wouldn't even be bitching right now. But that's another story for another day.
I mean, you could thank Nolan for that.
Oh, I am thinking Nolan for that. I blame the Dark Knight for a lot of things. Okay, one, setting the
Whoa,
tone, setting
Patriots.
tone and
Okay.
expectation for DC fans. Since that movie came out, y'all want nothing but dark, dreary, and depressing. Heaven forbid it has color.
Oh my god.
I'm not
Okay,
wrong.
we're not getting started on that Snyder
Oh, I
stuff.
know.
We're still
good.
talking MCU.
Yeah, today's MCU bashing night. Thank you.
We'll save our
Please.
DC for another night.
But you guys were
Will leave
talking about the
DC
whole
from
nostalgia
Max
factor.
Strange. What was that, Mom? I'm sorry.
No, you guys were talking about the whole nostalgia factor. What was the biggest cartoon series for Marvel recently?
X-Men 97.
Mm-hmm. And if they play right up along those lines, where they give us the Rogue that we love, a Storm that actually speaks that actually has an African accent, and the characters we actually love, that'll actually just do it for the MCU. That'll breathe life back into it that they need.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though is nostalgia it's great and everything, but it's a cheap pop. It's not.
So what if it's a cheap pop?
That's we're talking. Okay, so that's one movie. Cool. That's not breathing life back into the situation. That's just it's an aberration at that point.
Yeah, as great as X-Men 97 is, and I do think like that it's a fantastic show. But like that doesn't like really impact the overall stuff with the live action stuff. Like it's an anomaly with all the other stuff going on. So it's like if they handled that care they did with 97 with like the Fox X-Men characters coming back, like maybe that'd be another story. But like as I said, like it's even with Hugh Jackman coming back and Wesley Snipes and Jennifer Garner. I don't know why they brought back Jennifer Garner, but like
let me just say this. Member for 13 months, Blue Jay Chicken Jockey. Where's Dom at when you need him, Terry? Dom is under the weather. He might show up. He might not show up. He's drinking Henny right now, so hopefully that helps.
I think the other issue we have is we live in a completely different media landscape than we did prior to Endgame.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a completely different media landscape. You didn't have all this crazy streaming. Movie theaters aren't necessarily what they used to be.
Oh, true. No, seriously, if they put this on a damn TV series, like, remember the Arrowverse? I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody hated it, but if they were to do something like that, to where we don't even have to have it on TV, to where it's just ours again, God, dude, wouldn't that be great?
You guys want Blue Jay on via his phone?
I don't care.
Sure, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
And Degrassi says X-Men 97 is canon. The Fox movies are canon.
Okay, here's another problem with that. Like, anything is canon now. So the Tobey Maguire stuff, canon. Andrew Garfield stuff, canon. Fox X-Men movies, canon. Wesley
But
Snipes
it's
Blade
not
movies,
Star Wars. Do we give a shit about canon? Do we really? Outside of Star Wars, I don't think people give a shit.
About canon. Not really.
It's like, okay, these things are canon now. Okay, is it making the overall stories better? No, it's not.
I will say this. I know budgets has been a huge problem with Marvel, but we tend to forget there was a writer's strike, there was an actor's strike, then we had pandemic. It ballooned a lot of these projects. Hopefully, in the next year or two, the budgets of these movies should start to drop, unless in 2026 we get another writer's strike.
Or the whole thing with China.
It's like bringing back Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everybody will chug a beer and say what, and then they'll go back to watching the regular week's worth of wrestling.
Thanos will be back. Don't kid yourself.
Thanos is not. Even if they bring back Thanos, that's not going to save it. Like, there's the thing. It feels like this entire time, it's feeling like they're just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks. Like, it's insane. It's like,
well, they had a defined story arc. They had a kind of a defined story arc, an idea of where they were heading with what they were doing. After that was done, I don't think they really had a clear vision of what they wanted to do after that. They've been just kind of trying to piece stuff together since then.
I will say, JC comic stuff about budgets. I thought you were talking about past budgets and current, but Secret Wars and Doomsday's budget is probably going to be $1 billion between those movies. It's insane, and that's just actors' salaries. That's not promotion. That's not special effects.
I keep saying they need to go cheaper. What Daredevil's $8 million an episode? That's not bad.
Yeah, though that's also a street level show, so they don't rely. Yeah. They're not reliant as much on visual effects.
Yeah, but they want that James Cameron money, dude.
We need Rome money for each episode. Damn it!
And I'm not saying you can do big budget stuff, but everything you do doesn't have to be big budget.
I think like the MCU has gotten so far because we have so many mystical things and science fictional characters. Like, I don't know if they're able to put the put the cat back on what they already let loose. It's like they're expecting a certain level of like visual effects to be there. Like, do I think they should be $300 million? Absolutely not. But it's like at this point they can't go cheap unless it's like street level characters.
I don't know. Again, the creator was done for under $100 million. And visually, that was an extremely appealing movie with great effects.
I think
it can be done.
The actors' salaries.
Yeah.
When it comes to MCU.
Which is another reason to rip off the Band-Aid. I don't need all those people anymore. I don't need to see them anymore. I don't care if I see them anymore.
I'm ready for the next big genre. Okay, let's go. Freaking video game movies. Let's
bring back westerns. Dude. Bring back westerns.
Yes, dude. Anything. I don't care, dude. I'm so over the genre. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still enjoy the movies, man. But like, we're hanging on to just strings and threads, guys. It's like it's not.
It ain't coming back.
It was fun while it lasted. C'est la vie. Like, guys, we have to learn to realize we had it good there. For 2010, 12, and 14. We got 3 World Series championships, brother. But it ain't happening again.
I will say this.
The Giants went to shit.
I will say this, JC. Godzilla -1. To be fair, half the crew was dead because they were work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and paid nothing. Just like manga artists.
But again, I mean, that was an extreme example. Godzilla -1. I mean, that's an extreme example of a shoestring budget. But like I said, the creator was done. Watch that movie. It was made for I think $98 million. The effects are fantastic. It's a science fiction movie. It was great.
No, the creator. It was $80 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, but see, the thing is go to make a sequel. They probably went double.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Okay.
The studio can easily say, "Hey, you did something great with this much. Do it again."
All right, I have slides. You guys want me to get to the slides?
Oh, slides.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
We're an hour in, dude.
Improv 2 slides.
I know we were having a good discussion here. We're supposed to be organized at some point, but I guess we can do it.
We need to be organized.
We used to be organized. Saturdays, we throw all of it out the window. But Robert Pattinson will be playing the villain Vitel in Dune 3 if he decides to sign on. This had many fans worried that he will not be reappearing as the Batman. But they said Batman been pushed back to 2027 now?
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's about to be another Blade situation. It's about to be another Blade.
Speculation is that Matt Reeves is on his way out. Pattinson will become the DCU's Batman. But I think just there's other things going on behind the scenes. I'm assuming Batman will be just fine. Who needs another Batman movie anyway?
I don't know what was the best thing that we've seen comic book wise in a long time.
Penguin, god damn it.
What universe is that?
Yeah, Matt Reeves. Unfortunately, both Gunn and Zaslav have said that they don't want competing IPs and competing superheroes, so they don't confuse the fans because
because the fans are
because
that's their
DC fans aren't familiar with the concept of a multiverse.
Yeah.
I mean, the fans are familiar. Is the general movie-going audience familiar?
They did it with the Arrowverse in the Crisis on Infinite Worlds. They had multiple Flashes, multiple Supermen in the same scene, and we all
got CGI Superman in that one.
I think DC fans are smarter than a lot of these studios and pundit YouTubers give them credit for. They're not MCU fans. They get confused by. Let me stop.
You're such
Shots fired at MCU. Thank you very much. Degrassi said the Batman Part 2 has to start shooting before the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, that thing's on.
What's a multiverse? Us DC fans like to call it Elseworlds. Batman was boring. I can't wait for Batman 2 or whatever they want to call it. Grumpy old Marine. Unfollowed. God damn it, Grumpy. That's it. You will not be allowed to enter any Mark Spears giveaways anymore. And here we go. We got Mr. Sugar coming to the stream.
Hey,
Okay,
Sugar.
can we just stop with the sugar? I think that's lost all meaning today.
Yeah.
But what if I call you Sugar?
Oh,
I allow that.
There you go.
You got the pass. You got the pass, Mama.
If you can't, all right. If you can't tell by his profile picture, I have been having a bit of a Minecraft brain rot today.
why?
I've been quoting a lot of the lines. That movie messed me up. Yeah.
Blue Joe,
I
you've
am
seen
going
it.
to be
You've seen
hearing
it
a lot of
multiple
it.
Kids are
times,
cute.
correct?
Yes, I have seen Minecraft. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Because I see that people are posting videos from theaters where some of the crowds are yelling at the screen when I forgot her name. What's the actress name? That's in black actress in the
Danielle
movie.
Brooks.
Yes, they're yelling misogynistic things when she comes on the screen, and unsavory other words.
That is the
People have
first
been
time
posting video about that.
That
Did
is
you
the
have
first
any of
time
that
I
in your
heard
theater?
that. No, my theater was actually pretty tame compared to the other theater. That's the first time I heard about that. Because my theater was clapping and any meme the lines that Jack Black would say, like Flint and Steel, chicken jockey.
Yeah, little
I also
Chibi Bear
seen
saw it today.
I also seen videos of people bringing Costco rotisserie chicken and throwing it in the theaters.
No, well, I didn't hear about that. I
And
did
the
see.
live chickens.
Yes, they
I
did.
saw the
Yes,
live
they.
chicken.
Yes, they brought a live chicken just for the chicken jockey scene. For some reason that thing blew up and people lose their mind over it and blow and just throwing popcorn, slushies. There was even a one guy that quoted the lines like water bucket, release. Throws a popcorn bucket at a guy, fist fights him, cops were called, and then the whole experience was all a mess. And I'm like, thank God I didn't have that theater. My theater was just clapping to anything, which I do allow clapping at
You
movie.
allow?
No, I do. I said you
You
interrupted.
allow it.
First off, you interrupted me. I allow clapping and cheering at movie theaters as long as you're responding to the movie. Stuff like throwing popcorns and acting like an ass about it. No, I don't allow that at all.
My son saw it last week with his friends. He really enjoyed it. There was no shenanigans that went on at the theater there. So yeah, you're gonna have some isolated. You know the way things are. Things go viral where it's like, oh, yeah, you see some videos on IG. It happened at one theater, and then a bunch of kids are going to go to another theater and do it. And,
it's
the
a
nature of today's
concerning
world.
trend. I don't allow that stuff like throwing popcorn, but good God, I mean, the movie was fun. I liked it.
It's probably the most exciting thing that's happened in a movie theater in a long time.
No, my kiddo, the Chibi Bear, she saw it today with my nephew, and apparently before the movie started, they said straight out to the audience that if you guys start getting rowdy, we will kick you out. And when they got to a certain scene, they turned on the lights in the back row.
Wow.
I think my kids saw it before all the major shenanigans started going viral.
Yeah, dude, even there were people even before the movie starts, they were putting out like speeches before the movie starts. They would get up in front of the screen, and then this one dude was like, "This movie's gonna change your lives." I'm like, "Okay, buddy, all right."
This is fun. In 20, 30 years, these are going to be like Star Wars fans.
Basically.
Oh my God.
You know what?
Minecraft
I'm going to disagree with Degrassi here. Brucifer, we have to take Blue Jay to go see Rocky Horror.
I've never seen Rocky Horror.
We have to take both you then.
I have not.
I know
Rocky
every
Horror
year one of my
down.
coworkers used to him and his wife used to dress up as characters and go see. He used to dress up as the drag queen, and his wife used to dress up as the mad scientist, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Dave's collection. What's good, good people? So anybody care about Dune 3 and Robert Pattinson?
No.
I care about seeing the movie.
Yeah.
It's just a jump to the left.
I think this is a good casting. I know very little about I know some details about Doom Messiah. I'm more concerned about how Denis is going to adapt the book because I know there's a lot of controversial things in that book, and so good luck to him that he can make it accessible. But yeah, seeing Robert Pattinson as the villain, I think he'll be really good in that.
Yeah.
Working off of Timothy Chalamet, I'm interested to see how he handles that. As far as Batman, I'll be honest, I'm starting to care less and less. I just want Brave and the Bold at this point, and all we're talking about is what's going on with Batman 2? The Batman 2, Matt Reeves, you didn't write a script yet. I literally, I'm starting to care less and less. Like, this is almost about to turn into a Blade situation for me. Like, we're not going to get this movie till like 2027 if we're lucky. Like, when did the first movie come out? 2022. Like, dude, Robert Pattinson's gonna be in his 40s by the time they get this movie done. So, like, dude, just give me Brave and Bold.
You can't be a young Batman anymore, okay?
Listen, leave Patterson alone. He could sparkle any way he wants. Damn it! And Anthony Cheeseman, you have one more time to disparage my goddamn thumbnails.
I will give you credit, Brucifer. This is a very clever way of dancing around saying that he would like to play it.
Yes. Without having to have Joe say, actor wants job.
I mean, it's true.
All right, moving on from this. What do we have? This.
Speaking of actor wants job,
Mike Flanagan's Carrie TV series has been greenlit at Prime Video.
Sweet.
The series will be 8 episodes and begin filming this summer.
Dirty pillows.
Yeah. Prime is just like taking these bunch of these random properties and trying to resurrect them. Did you guys hear? This is already on your slide, Whisper. Did you hear they're also trying to do a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon series on Prime Video?
It's cool. Bring it on, man. I'm all for it. I love streaming now. I don't care. I'm a shill for streaming.
I love streaming stuff. I just watched Wicked again, the sing along with my partner's mother.
Nice.
And she just went crazy because she didn't even know about the movie. She doesn't watch movies, and she went home and watched it twice today. Which I was like, you spent almost 9 hours today watching movies.
I watched the document. I watched the. So I've been going crazy on Tubi because Tubi's got a bunch.
Tubi's fantastic.
Great stuff. Okay, there's a documentary on there called "You Can't Kill David Arquette."
Why not?
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, is that when he took the wrestling turn? And,
yes. It was kind of his redemption for the wrestling turn.
Yeah.
Because they talk about, like, back in the 90s when he won the championship and all that kind of crap, and it ruined professional wrestling forever and all this, that, and the other thing. But no, he went, like, he started doing indie stuff, like training and all this kind of stuff. Like David Arquette, And I guess Luke Perry was with him, like, right before he passed. Yeah, so anyways, great documentary. If you haven't watched that one, definitely give it a gander. But dude, I've been going crazy on like a bunch of movies. I watched Jamie Kennedy movies. I watched Kicking It Old School. Yeah, that was an amazing movie. If you have not seen Kicking It Old School, I highly recommend it. It is very good, especially if you like breakdancing. And then I watched Malibu's Most Wanted. Okay.
Yeah, Earth is my planet.
Earth is my planet. There's a Ford Maverick.
Yeah, I love Tubi. I get it because I have every streaming channel under the sun, and when I can't find anything to watch, I was like, I'm just going to go on Tubi and find some weird late 1960s or 70s Italian horror film.
I watched
You should be watching Doctor Who on Tubi, damn it.
I watched Born in East LA, okay, with Cheech Marin.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong. Yeah.
That's why I said to Bruce today, I was like, the what's happening part. Hilarious. Well, because he's teaching like Chinese dudes how to blend in LA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
And the funniest part of
Brian, put that picture in my head.
Right? The funniest part of that whole movie, though, is when his mom puts the picture up over the phone, and then he tries to make a and his cousin or whatever came from freaking Mexico, and he's like, he thinks Jesus is talking through the picture. Hilarious. Okay, just some of the greatest
back on rails.
All right,
The Carrie TV show I'll watch it because Prime has produced some really good shows. If you're not watching Wheel of Time, you're missing out. That is a great show.
I can't get into it, but it's well produced. They're putting money into it.
Yeah,
Facts.
Isn't that much?
Ryan using that ghetto Netflix Tubi.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm telling you, Tubi has stuff that's not on any of the other streaming channels.
I'm telling you,
and it's free.
Oh man, they have that one National Guard movie.
Hello, Prime.
The pretty decent movie.
Oh, there you go. All right, next up, what we got next? Ryan Coogler's Sinners is the highest rated film of 2025. Holds 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Only film this year. Shot on IMAX film cameras. Described as thematically brilliant vampire horror that could be Coogler's magnum opus, his greatest work, his greatest art.
Dude, I'm excited.
I'm so excited for this.
I want to see this so bad.
I really don't care what the critics have to say. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a very good movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be a very good movie.
I am a big fan of Ryan Coogler. Not just like, Black Panther, but Creed was great. Fruitvale Station, and this is his first, I think, very first original film that is not like a blockbuster, but is not a big studio film like this. But I'm really looking forward to it.
I don't think this has to be a blockbuster. I think this just has to be well received by fans and make enough money that this is definitely going to be a franchise. I said this before last year when this was announced.
People in your franchises.
Screw Blade.
I don't care.
Blade.
I don't care about Blade, but everything doesn't have to be a goddamn franchise. Can't somebody just make a good fucking movie and just let it stand as it is? Here's a great movie to always go back to. Hey, that was a great movie.
Sinners on track to make 40 million, and it couldn't exceed at that.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's going to have to do word of mouth.
Yeah,
I mean 100%. But yeah, I was gonna say that if this is as good as what people are saying it is, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, Marvel, dude. Ryan Coogler, Blade. What
they
are you
don't
doing?
need him.
He's
They don't
right
need
here.
him.
He's
They don't need Coogler. They don't need him.
I will say more than that. He doesn't need them. Let him do interesting things outside of that box that Marvel puts him in.
Yeah.
He's done it. He's done it before Marvel. He could do it after Marvel.
Yeah. Like I really like when somebody like Coogler or something. The guy has chops. The guy is talented. Let these directors go do their thing. I hate the box that Marvel puts you in for the most part. It's like why go and deal with all that bullshit? Go make interesting, creative things.
And I think after a certain point, a certain period, the rights for this movie revert back to him or his family.
Nice.
Yeah, because I think this is him and his wife and some other dude. This is like all through his production company. I think it's called Proximity Media. So this is like their venture together. Good for them. And I mean, this is on track to be a huge success. So I'm really rooting for the guy. I want to see great things for him.
He's produced. I thought he was producing an adaptation of Vicious Circle, the comic.
I believe he is
as well, which is an interesting kind of time traveling assassin type series, which would be very interesting. So it's like I said, I'm so tired of hey, this guy was good in this one Marvel thing. Just let him get out. Let him get out, spread his wings, and do good stuff elsewhere where we can get some new stuff, some interesting stuff. I don't need him to go back and have to rehash old Marvel characters.
Degrassi said I forgot he's doing X-Files also.
Hey, I'm looking forward to Michael B. Jordan playing Fox Mulder.
I love that.
Actually, it'd be pretty dope.
JT says, I've seen some reviews saying the trailer gave away too much.
Honestly, I loved the trailer. I don't think it gave away too much. I think it hit just that right note. I mean, it gave you a good feel into the movie and enough exciting to know why you want to see the movie.
I can never tell if a trailer. Yeah, I can never tell if a trailer gives away too much.
Yeah,
until you see the movie.
and that's it exactly. Until you actually see the movie, you don't know if they've given away like the biggest plot point. Because I know everyone's saying because the one brother turns into a vampire that they gave that away, but it was already teased in the.
I thought that was known already in the announcements.
Yeah. And besides, other than the fantastic setting, what looks like an incredible story out of this movie, you have Michael B. Jordan squared. This is going to be enough to pack at least female fans in, and those who are inclined, towards the male gaze.
Yeah, Max will be there the first week. Oh, sorry.
And it's a genre. It's a genre that just does well. People like to go see horror films.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say
horror. It's a period piece. You gotta love it.
Hey, Beltry.
I will say I only saw the what was it, the first teaser for this, and I didn't know that it was a vampire film until people started talking about it. So it's like so I'm probably just going to avoid the other trailer that came out and just go into it clean anyway, since I'm hearing
I believe
doesn't give away, but
I believe there's other supernatural beings in this besides vampires. I could be wrong.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
Oh, look at this! Look at Domtober.
Hey, Dom.
Haley Steinfeld as a vampire, sexy FL.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be
You
good.
sold me.
yeah, I'm very interested in that.
King goes right into my standard theory that there's a number of people in Hollywood where saying that they're attractive is not a question of sexuality; it's a question of common sense.
True. Thank you.
I can
Thank
see
you,
that.
everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for finding me attractive.
Well, of course you are.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. Joe's favorite story. One of Joe's favorite stories. Actor wants job.
Oh, I hate actor wants job.
Vincent D'Onofrio was asked which other comic book character he wants to play. Swamp Thing.
That definitely be interesting.
Oh,
That
what?
definitely.
Hell yeah, dude. The Highlander, the series. No, dude. Cool. Sure. Why not? Let's see it. Is he gonna do mocap too?
You see, my thing for Swamp Thing, it's less about who's playing the character as who's directing it.
Yes. Well, Swamp Thing is a tone. It's a tonal thing.
I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name, but he did help. He did the Hellboy too.
Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about this Swamp Thing movie?
If it's not I'm not going to say his first name, Del Toro. If it's not him, I don't want to see it.
I thought it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was James Mangold.
Yeah, Mangold is attached to the project.
Yeah.
I want to see Del Toro do it.
He
Look,
was writing and directing.
There are so many projects that we want Guillermo del Toro to do and said that he was interested in doing, and it doesn't end up happening. So at this point, I'm just like, he's gonna do whatever he's gonna do. I'm not expecting to hop onto any franchise at this point.
I just like his creature design stuff is his aesthetic is always very great. I don't necessarily even need him to direct it. I just would like him involved.
Need his hands on the project. Yeah.
So, I'm up for this. I don't mind.
That too, Cosmic One.
All right. Next up, what is this? Matt Shackman has indicated Dr. Doom will not appear in the Fantastic Four First Steps. That's fine with me. We've had too much Dr. Doom already.
I'll believe it when I see it. Or if I don't see it.
Do you guys believe this? Just to know. I know DL says
then why tease him so early?
Because he could appear in the after credits scene. Doesn't have to appear in the movie proper. but he can appear in the after credits scene.
Ooh.
Degrassi said Mac Shackman is lying.
I believe it.
I can believe
that. I think it's the loophole, like Joe mentioned.
Yeah.
It would be it. I know that they're not following the comics to a T, obviously, but it would just feel weird, especially because Doomsday is not too long after that we don't get any hints to Doom in this movie. Not saying he has to play a part in the film, but just no mention of him or not even seeing him in the Fantastic Four. It would just feel very odd, especially because we're about to get him like Lily a couple movies later. So I don't know.
I think this being set in the 60s, unless they all 5 of them, including Doom, get sucked into present time, it wouldn't work with him showing up in the 60s and then it being in present day, unless they're planning on having another Doom from another dimension show up or something.
Or if Downey Doom is already a multiversal character.
Dr. Doom won't. Victor, however. I can see that.
See, here's my headcanon. This Doctor Doom is actually an alternative Tony Stark that actually, maintained, that survived Endgame, and because he has the time traveling ability, he became overpowered and became a villain, so became Doctor Doom.
Remember when Dr. Doom was always up Spider-Man's ass and Amazing Friends? Yes.
Praise him.
Oh yeah.
That's such a great series.
So much fun.
Hey, Brian LCS. If you guys haven't subscribed to Brian LCS, subscribe to his channel. He has great content, great comic book talk, and he does the comic book awards every year for YouTubers that do comic book content. All right. Any more about Shackman and his lies?
No.
Yeah, it's all about believing what
none of us believe him.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
All right. Then we have the release dates for The Last of Us Season 2, April 13th, the 20th, 27th, May 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th. 7 episodes. This will be the first half of the second game, I believe. That's been people that have seen it are saying. So
Yeah, it's 2 was a pretty lengthy game, to say the least. So, I mean, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. I love the first season. I'm just curious how they're gonna play the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Given what happened when the second game came out like 5 years ago, that was a hassle.
No, people get over it.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how they got mad at it, and then some of those came back and be like, "Oh yeah, this shit was great." I'm like, "Yeah, that little anger issues got coming up in there."
So it'll be another Sunday night event like HBO always does. Everyone will talk watch it and talk about it Monday.
Mm-hmm.
HBO hasn't let it down yet.
Right.
All right, moving on. What is this? Beetlejuice 3 is in the works. This was very expected. We knew this was coming. I didn't watch the second one because I'm not a Beetlejuice fan. I didn't care.
The second one was okay. It
I'm
wasn't
a very big original Beetlejuice fan.
Yeah,
The second one, you're correct, was okay.
I am actually very happy they did this, just for the sheer factor that they can title it Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I love the fact. I love the fact that we finally got a third Beetlejuice, only to give it just the title that we all wanted.
Exactly.
I love it.
I mean, if they don't call this Beetlejuice, they failed. They failed. Like, come on, now.
They didn't call Equalizer 3 Equalizer.
Yep.
I mean,
Beetlejuice.
I thought the second one was okay. Wasn't too spectacular, but I did like the practical effects. I liked some of the stuff that was going on. but it wasn't like a film I would go back and watch. It was more like, my friend was like, "Hey, let's go see Beetlejuice." I was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." They just kind of invited me and be like, "Enjoy the show." Yeah, it's not really. I mean, I'm glad people are excited for it. Some are, but
Mm.
ain't
It
just
was
me.
never.
It
It was
ain't
never a
me.
movie that needed a franchise.
No, it
Yeah.
did need a franchise, and I think they waited too long to make this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it already did have its own franchise. It had a whole complete cartoon series that spun off of it.
I think we're really missing the boat since they haven't made a new version of Great American Hero.
Believe it or not.
Yes. Who could it be?
Believe it or not, it's just me.
We don't need to revive everything.
Hey,
Yes,
give
we
it
do.
time. They brought back V.
We got Green Hornet.
Exactly.
what was I watching?
You want to try it again after Seth Rogen?
No. Please, God, no.
I forgot what I was watching. It was like an old TV show. Thunder Woman, and was it Thunder Woman and Dyna Girl or something like that?
What
Thunder
streaming
Girl
service?
and
What kind of streaming service were you watching
it's
this
on
on?
Tubi, I think.
Sure.
I have to look this up.
Dude, I'm getting mine.
Thunder
Hey,
Girl. That
Tubi-
sounds like
It was battle porn.
that sounds like a
Cinemax style.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was
movies.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl.
Bro, they got the Lonesome Dove saga on here. Get out of here, bro.
It was a 70s series. It had one season.
Robert Duvall.
So
I'm just saying.
The original
What
Power
in
there we
Rangers.
go. There we go.
In-
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl.
What in the
1976.
Adam West Batman is this?
Bro, that used to be my favorite show as a kid. Garfield and Friends. Oh, what up, dude?
He said, what? Prawn Hub? That is not what I was not on Prawn Hub. Not of my favorites at all today.
I honestly, as
Wow.
much as I'm teasing him, I believe that he would not be watching something named Thunder Woman on Pornhub.
I thought it was Deidre Hall
Thunder
from Young and the Restless at first.
I
Oh
know.
my
I thought it
gosh.
was DJ Hall also.
There's just some things that just it doesn't need to be.
Yes.
From the world of Sid and Marty Croft.
What?
Electra
They
Woman
got
Hey,
and
Dyna
Dyna
Sid
Girl.
Girl.
Croft
Bastard. Get
is
outta here.
always fun stuff to watch if you're a little tuned up.
Come on, roll 34.
Land of the
Everything
Lost,
exists.
baby. Land of the Lost.
That was a Sid. Oh, there we go. I grew up on this. Of course you did, Dom. I know why you watched it. Perv.
What? Pee Wee's Playhouse? Get out of here, bro.
Yes.
How about the original Wonder Woman TV movie? Ooh, that was
The goat.
tough to watch.
The goat.
Speed
Where did you
Racer.
ever find that? It was on Tubi. Was it Tubi or Amazon? It was either Prime or Tubi. I found it. Dyna Girl. Bruce definitely fapped. Oh, that is Marlene Evans. That is DJ Hall.
I got some good ass shit on here.
Oh crap.
Action.
She was young. Oh my god.
They got the Fifth Element, bro. Get out of
My
here.
eyes aren't as bad as they used to be.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Brian's just scrolling, Tubi now.
I'm going through Tubi. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna go watch before I go to bed tonight. They got some like real B-list freaking disaster movies. And I'm a
B-list
sucker-
disaster movies are the best.
Yes, thank you.
They had an electric car.
Oh, what? New Jack City? Get out of here. Let's go.
I found it on Tubi.
Oh man, whatever
Smoke
happened to Chris Tucker? Oh my goodness.
All right.
guy was
I
a lot
have
of
no
stuff.
idea.
Low
Warner
Down Dirty
Brothers
Shame.
confirmed that Drew Goddard is developing a new Matrix movie.
I am
He
the
had
only person
previously
that's going to
written
watch it.
Daredevil, The Martian, and The Cabin in the Woods.
Well,
Rant
decent
among
writers.
yourselves.
This franchise died after
After the
Resurrection.
first movie? After the first movie?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
honestly, yeah.
Thank
if we
you,
want to be
Joe.
realistic, yeah, after the first movie, but like the Resurrections just like put more put more salt on the wound.
The Matrix
So,
revival.
You know, I don't
look,
want to be that guy, but sorry to interrupt. But
they're good.
anyways, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think Matrix was for the story for most people, like they like to try to claim. I think it was bullet time, all the special effects that were groundbreaking that we never seen before. I think that's what really made the first Matrix movie.
Until we started getting underground hippie raves.
I think the story
No, you
did
gotta-
play into it a bit,
It did,
because
but my goodness,
still
they
to this day, you have people, doing the hashtag, in the Matrix, type things.
True, but once they started, like Joe's right though. Once they started going to the underground, John the Baptist raves.
Yeah, everyone dresses like they made their clothes from stuff they found at Goodwill. It was bad.
Yeah,
no,
I
I-
did.
Here's the real question.
I don't
I'm
think
that
this
one
was-
person that loved it all the way through. I even loved the last one. So I will probably be the only person in the theater
Oh,
watching.
you mean the most recent one that they had?
Yes.
I didn't
Yes.
watch that one.
Oh, God bless you. God bless
With Yahya Abdul-Mateen as the new Morpheus? Yes. Yes, please.
What? Oh hell yeah! We got some good
Like,
movies
first Matrix is one of my favorite films of all time, and like it makes me sad how far this franchise has fallen, and the Wachowskis, like, it got to a point where the Wachowskis didn't feel like their hearts were fully into it. We only had half of the Wachowskis doing the last one, and reluctantly, and so it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like they just driven this into the ground. Because there hasn't been a Matrix movie that was on the same level as the first movie. So it's like, maybe there'll be some way for them to revive it because the Wachowskis aren't coming back, because they're actually getting decent writers to work on this. But like, I don't know what they're going to do to like make it,
Oh, I got an idea.
like, revive it. I don't know.
Here's your idea. Bring in Will Smith.
What?
guys. They have
Hey,
Barry
Sean
Gordy's The
McKee.
Last Dragon.
you.
I am so excited right
Come
now.
on.
Oh, no idea.
Come on.
It's on Tubi.
Daughter
Oh.
is one of
Bruce
Gunn's
Leroy?
chief
Oh,
DCU
man.
architects. Ooh.
Oh, get out of here, dude. I'm watching that. Vanity.
God. Show enough.
Show enough. Thank you. Who's the master, Leroy? Dude, it's the
Show
best.
enough.
Show enough. He was the Shogun of Harlem.
Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I hate to do this. I don't know if this is a rumor. This might be a rumor. It's from Daily Mail. Daily Mail is a trash what news what is it, tabloid, I guess. Apparently Amazon's live action Tomb Raider series from Phoebe Waller-Bridge is reportedly dead after millions spent in development. No script was ever completed despite being announced 3 years ago.
I mean, we got the Netflix show.
Give me
Well,
back.
there you go.
Bring back the. What was the one that I wanted to watch? I like the one with Angelina Jolie. Please and thank you.
Yes.
I agree.
Let's bring.
I didn't mind Vicar. I didn't mind
The
Vicar.
Vikander stuff wasn't too bad. I didn't hate it.
It was okay.
As the kids say, I didn't hate it.
Did anybody care about this series?
I didn't even know about it.
Was that
like
Sophie
the-
Turner that they were getting on there?
Yes.
Frickin' Sansa Stark.
Yes.
I was not interested in her being Laura Croft. I don't care for her.
She might have. I don't know. She probably. Okay, what she did to Jean Grey was a crime to cinema.
Actually,
What she did to Joe Jonas was a.
I preferred her
Right.
Jean Grey over the Fox one.
What? Famke Janssen?
I will.
What?
I stand by it. At least her Phoenix wasn't a split personality, type thing. It was actually, alien, and we did actually get to see some of the Phoenix Force, which we didn't get to see in the movie that I will not that I refuse to acknowledge as canon, despite what Degrassi will say.
Oh come on! You didn't like the scene in the whatever
Or does
the
everyone
second
think
one?
she
He's
can
like, this is
act?
the only way.
Oh yeah, I loved X-Men 1 and 2. But the third one, I
Oh
refuse
no,
to acknowledge that as canon, and nobody
it was a
can
horrible
convince me
movie.
otherwise. It's in the same cat. It goes into the same corner that the Last Airbender did.
Oh come on! This is
They
the
get to
only
stay in the
way.
same corner.
Look, I wasn't a big fan of either of the Genes, to be honest. Like they both were just like missed opportunities there. So, but like Sophie Turner, like even in the little I've seen of her in Game of Thrones, like I don't even think she's that great in that either. So it's like her as Laura Croft, I don't know. I guess who was the one that played
TV
Laura
Laura
Croft
Croft,
last
though.
time?
TV Laura Croft? Yeah, okay.
I was about that last Tomb Raider reboot. Who played Laura Croft in that?
Alicia Vikander.
Yeah, I mean she was okay in that. I don't know. Like
Have
It
you
was
guys
can't.
seen
okay.
the I like the Netflix animated one where Haley Atwell voiced her. I thought that was an enjoyable show.
No, I haven't watched it.
It's pretty good. It got renewed for a season 2, so can't wait for that.
Who's
So,
Keely Hawes?
Who's Keely Hawes? Now I have to look it up.
Yes, please do.
huh?
Jesus, who the hell
Keely
is that?
Hawes. Let me see.
Hey Dan.
Oh, is the UFC going on tonight? Is that what's going on? Hella loud coming from my living room.
Huh.
Identity.
Oh,
That's nice.
Constantine. I did not like that movie.
She's a little
damn.
old. A little old.
I
I'm
feel
not
you.
mad at it, but she doesn't quite have the assets I'm looking
Oh,
for.
she voices her in the games.
I did watch the Naked
Oh,
Gun.
there they go. Gotta get the voice actors from the games to be
Oh, man, she's my
her in
age.
the
just saying.
movie.
I'm just saying, if you're going to give me a Laura Croft, I want her to be shaped like Laura Croft.
Oh,
Sophie Turner was not that.
No, she was not. But I wouldn't be mad at Sophie Turner.
I mean, she
Sophie Turner's put together pretty well. I'm not,
she ruined Sansa
like,
She's
Stark,
just not.
though, man.
She's just not ample enough for me.
She ruined Sansa Stark.
I just, yeah.
Fighting with My Family was another good one I watched recently.
Oh, that is a good movie.
Yeah, right. Brought a tear to my eye. Welled me up a little bit. I liked it because I actually watched that WrestleMania and the Raw afterwards, where Paige won the championship over AJ Lee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was like the last time we saw AJ Lee until like now.
I'm still holding out on.
And you get some good Vince Vaughn in that movie, too.
She's showing up for WrestleMania, dude. Mark my words.
You think so? You think so?
They should have made a showing up prequel story
Can
in
we
how
just speculate? No.
that's the way he is.
Why not? I
Uh-oh.
love it.
Whoop whoop! That's on the police.
I don't live in the best neighborhood, okay?
All right, next up. I'm glad Dom didn't show up.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Tony Gilroy said that Lucasfilm has a Star Wars horror project in the works. Spooky Wars. Spooky Wars.
Okay.
You okay? Yeah, okay.
So that's the Ray movie, right?
I'll believe it when
Leave
it
Ray
happens.
alone. Damn it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be Dom for you guys.
Wait, hold on. Let me
This
let me
is
see which one
bullshit.
should I play. I'll do both of them since he's in the chat. Thank you, Joe.
So is this a series or is this a movie?
I don't know if it's a movie or a series.
Sounds more like a series because it's more like anything.
I have no problem with it. If you do like a Tales from the Crypt style anthology, little Star Wars horror thing, that'd be fine. Who cares?
And can we get the Crypt Keeper though? That'd be sweet.
Let him use the damn IP. You just get Jocasta New in the Jedi Library, just telling the stories.
The only way to save Star Wars is to fire Captain Kennedy and retcon the sequel trilogy. That's never going to happen. She will be there until they
You know who
drag
that would
her
piss
out.
off?
She would be there until she dies.
Fans like me who would see that as like the last decade and a half wasted.
Yeah.
No. Kiss my ass. It's canon.
Let them use their IP. Put out more projects so that you forget about the shitty ones. It's fine.
Like has been pointed out before, even if she does step down as head of Lucasfilms, her production company will still be heavily involved in all Star Wars projects going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So there. Queen Kathleen, damn it.
Great. Can they get more movies to release, please? Thank you.
You mean a movie to release?
Yeah,
you see,
just one would be nice.
And this is going to show my Star Wars knowledge. You can't have Mara Jade because you killed off Luke Skywalker.
Forward, Mara Jade, Karen Killian, and then we have let's make some new
Four words
Ewok
that I
movies.
like, Terry.
Let's not make more Ewok movies, please.
Cannibal, human eating Ewoks. Long live the Queen.
I don't care. They have the IP. Use the IP. Put out a bunch of shit. Throw a bunch of shit at the wall. Who cares at this point?
Yeah, they are doing that. How's that working for them?
Are they really though?
They are throwing stuff at a wall and seeing how it sticks.
Cosmic One, why not?
At a wall.
Vader's Castle, Knights of Ren, Tarkin. It would be easy. Dom, zombies in Star Wars. Yes, yes, yes. We got some of that in Ahsoka. Degrassi. The Kennedy Marshall Company has a huge movie coming out this summer. What's the name of this movie? So we're getting we should get a lot of news next week or this week. When is Celebration? Next week?
Isn't it? It is.
Yeah, the end of this week.
Yeah, because Marco's leaving in a few days.
Bruce rather the Ewok busy flying so what? Listen, little people need work also, especially hairy little people. Damn it!
Why Peter Dinklage was an asshole.
Yes, he was.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Who cares?
Oh,
yay!
Jurassic
World. We get it. There's dinosaurs walking around places. We get it.
Yes, and that's the reason I'm going to see it. Dinosaurs eating people. I don't care the story beyond that.
Yeah, that I can't really expect anything story-wise at this point from those movies. If that's just want to see dinosaurs eat people, then just
exactly. Dinosaurs eat people.
April 18th to the 20th.
I mean, you really want to put the cherry on top for me. Make sure there's an Ankylosaurus in there, and I'll be a giddy little mama. Okay.
I wanted to show. Did I put this in the slides? I want to bring this up. I may have forgotten to put this in the slides, but I'm all for anything Star Wars that's trying something new and not bringing back goddamn Darth Vader or any people from any characters from the original trilogy. I want to move on. Let's do some horror stuff somewhere else.
What if they make Darth Vader a zombie? It's like an
stop! No! Damn you! Don't speak that into existence.
They do have the rights to his voice.
Yeah. All right. We have this. I forgot to put this in the slide. Here is another look at Toxic Avenger. Somebody said Peter Dinklage's name earlier.
I did.
There we go.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this. I'm excited that I'm getting comics with Toxic Avenger. Ahoy not only has a title out with this, they have a one-shot coming out. They have a team-up of Toxic Avenger and Jesus book coming out.
That's awesome.
I'm 100% in for this. I miss the Truman block of that era. Give it to me. Give it to me in buckets.
Yes, King, that is Toxie, and honestly, I could not think of a more appropriate role for Peter Dinklage.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Toxic Avenger. My dear, I don't give it. Star Wars Horror Project. No. Anthony Beltry likes it.
See, the Star Wars Horror Project is Grogu is going to just completely snap and kill everybody.
Finally, he'll be able to do something other than just be comic relief.
Yes.
Seems fitting.
They're going to feed him after midnight, and he's going to turn into the space gremlin that he is.
He's going to multiply and then turn into space gremlins. As long as Phoebe Cates makes a cameo.
Yes.
All right, what do we have next? Warner Brothers has confirmed they are developing new Gremlins and Goonie movies. Gremlins.
I did
Goonies.
not. For the record, I didn't actually know he was going to pull that up for the next slide.
I was perfect segue.
So wait, okay.
Darth Vader has a book coming out, Master of Evil. Don't trust WB.
Yep.
I have no desire to see. Like, I don't need another Goonies movie. I love the first movie.
It doesn't need to be
perfect
redone.
Perfect the way it was. I don't think you can recapture anything, even a tenth of the way to what the original was. Don't try it.
No.
Gremlins, on the other hand, I know Gremlins is so good. I have a feeling they'll ruin it, but sure, you want to roll with that, go with it.
Gremlins is a great Christmas movie.
Best Christmas
yes,
movie.
it is.
You need the original cast.
I would say, are these continuations or are these reboots?
Yes, I want Josh Brolin, Corey Feldman. You're gonna have to bring his weird ass back.
Oh, have you seen Martha Plimpton lately? I don't want to see Martha Plimpton again.
Really? Is she still around?
Yeah,
honestly,
she's in. Oh God, what was that show? She was in that horrible Apple show about the math kid who cracks this code. It was a most recent Apple Plus show that was god awful. It was one of those shows that was trying to be smart but was really dumb at the same time. But yeah, she was in that.
Honestly, I would like to see them bring the original cast back. It particularly Chunk. Brucifer, if you have not seen what he looks like now,
He looks great.
Look him up. And I actually want to see your expression when you see this.
He swapped places with Sean Astin.
Yeah, Sean Astin's
that would be the best. Cast Sean Astin as Chunk, and the old Chunk. That would be hilarious.
He really let himself go. That old Sean Astin.
It's kind of weird for them to want to do a Gremlins movie now. Like, once again, this is a movie that they should have done 10 years ago. And then also, how are they going to address the big elephant in the room that is Gremlins 2?
Is that him?
It's going to feel more like...
Yes, right in the center.
Yep, that's Chunk right in the middle.
And Robert Davi.
Yeah. Get a little Joey Pants in there.
Yeah, he got a real glow up.
Kind of looks like a husband of a real housewife.
Like a mobster.
Come on, how perfect would it be for them to bring the whole team back and for them to make Sean Astin do the truffle shuffle this time? Come on, it'd be great.
Yes. That would be fantastic.
I just want a Redstone Rising TV show that sticks to the books. Hollywood super agent Jeff Cohen.
Yes.
The Gremlins anime series in the second season. Is a series?
I did not know that.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Huh.
But yeah, if they do another Gremlins movie, are they going to go back to the tone of the original movie? Are they going to try and implement weird stuff from Gremlins 2? Are they going to try and make it dark and grit reboot Gremlins? What are we?
Joe Dante did it in Gremlins 2 was amazing. I love Gremlins 1 and I love Gremlins 2. It's one of those
I did too.
few movies where it's like, hey, you're giving me a sequel and you brought it.
Yeah,
Brought stuff.
Gremlins 2 was cheesy as all get out, and I loved it.
Just so good.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I love Gremlins too. I love how insane and crazy it is. A lot of fun. But yeah, I'm just wondering, like, how would they handle if they're doing more Gremlins movies? Like, we don't even know if it's a continuation or a reboot, but it's like, how would they go about it with the Gremlin stuff that's already established? Are they going to work off of that, or are they going to go a completely different direction? I don't know.
I think you have more leeway with the Gremlins type continuation. I mean, you don't even have to continue it. You could just have a goddamn Mogwai show up somewhere and have a story. Whereas Goonies, Battery's Not Included. It's a great movie. But with Goonies, I think it doesn't serve its purpose unless you bring back all those old people, and then it's just a nostalgia rub and tug.
Bruce wants a Mac and me. Get out of here with that. I want a reboot or a reimagining of Lost Boys. God damn it!
I don't think they can make a Mac and Me nowadays that would be as good as the original.
No,
It's not the first time I heard about the people wanting Lost Boys thing.
They could not, match the same that they did with the original Lost Boys. I mean, they've already proven that with the dismal sequels.
Oh, they were so bad.
There was just, it was lightning in a bottle that they had with that particular movie, with the cast, with Kiefer Sutherland and all of that.
Yeah, it was like The Outsiders, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have an interest in a
Pony Boy. Oh.
Grumpy, I'd watch the heck out of that.
As far as the Goonies, I don't really care to see a continuation or a reboot of that. Like, I think it should just be a one and done. Like, the only reason I would be interested in the Goonies
cinematic universe.
No, the only reason I would be we don't need a Goonies franchise, but like unless Ke Huy Quan would come back.
Like, I think that's the only reason they're even talking about it, because they're trying to shove that guy in every fucking movie around now.
Pretty much. They're like, let's do it from freaking Goonies. Let's go.
I mean, I wanted him in Dial of Destiny, but that didn't happen either. So I don't know.
And yes, Dennis, I absolutely would agree with you on that. I've said it multiple times. He could direct the Teletubbies movie, and I would be there for it.
Damn it, Teletubbies.
Tinky Winky is my favorite.
Zack Snyder's Teletubbies. Come on, it'd be dope.
Let's make this happen. Transformers and Little Ponies. I want Transformers and Little Ponies.
That would be fun.
See that sunrise in slow motion.
I was going to say, Teletubbies are already bad in normal speed. I can only imagine how bad they'd be in slow motion.
Fine, Paw Patrol? Come on.
Zack Snyder's
pressing and flipping.
I would see that.
Zack Snyder's Max Payne.
I watched the hell out of that.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Dark Teletubbies, yes.
No, that's horrifying. I can't.
Dark Teletubbies. Oh,
yes.
my God.
I'm sure Meat Canyon.
That already exists out there, Cal.
Yeah, I'm sure Meat Canyon has made a video on that.
Watch it in black and white. It is a whole different experience.
All right, we have one more slide, I think. Penguin season 2 currently not in the works, says WB TV president. I would never say never. I would say it's definitely a possibility, but there's nothing in the works at the moment.
Wow, we haven't heard that before.
No, never.
Dude, just give me Brave and the Bold. That's all. Just give me Brave and the Bold. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of this.
Teletubbies are already dark enough. We get Home Alone Part 8. What the hell, Grumpy?
After that last one on Disney Plus, you really want another Home Alone?
That one on Disney Plus?
Honestly, yes. I want Home Alone. I want them to go back, like go back to like the year or so after the second Home Alone movie to arrest the parents for abandoning their kid twice.
Somebody call Child Protective Services.
Nope.
This is just fun.
I might watch a Catwoman show. I might be in that if they did it.
Reed's Birth was the best thing W made since Zach left. Of course, they are trying to cancel it.
Yeah.
Watch Bond Skyfall become Home Alone at the end.
Hey, don't blame WB. Blame Matt Reeves. I don't know what's going on with that.
Hey, you guys want to do some flick chart?
Yes.
Sure.
Brian, you want to do the honors and control flick chart today?
No, because I'm probably gonna leave the stream pretty soon. I'm getting kind of tired.
You want to watch your movie?
No, I don't collect mobile hot toys.
I got a list of movies that I'm gonna go watch here in a minute.
I collect DC Top McFarlane toys if I do.
So
actually, I just picked up some at a con.
Normally, yes, I'd be more than willing to do the to lead the charge on the
go watch a movie
flick chart, but I'm gonna go lay down and watch a movie.
Why can't I find it? Oh, here we go.
But I'll pick a couple. I'll pick a couple, and then I'll get out of here.
All right, let's bring this up.
Damn, they got all kinds of good stuff.
Tubi's a winner.
The Arctic Apocalypse. Let's go.
Christmas
Twister.
Shut up,
bro.
Oh.
All right, Willy Wonka, Chocolate Factory, Zoolander.
As much as I love Billy Zane and he's a cool guy, Willy Wonka takes the cake on this one.
I'm gonna go with Zoolander on that one. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Second one, not so much, but the first one.
I enjoyed Zoolander a lot. Man, you can't go wrong with Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory.
I've never seen the original Willy Wonka, so I'm going to say Zoolander.
What's wrong with you?
You've never seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
No, I've never seen it.
My gosh.
Good movie.
Yeah, I'm picking Willy Wonka. I hate Zoolander. I know.
I mean, tell me, does this not sound cool? Casper Van Dien in Fire Twister.
You had me at Casper Van Dien.
Bro, let's go, man.
Mama Bear, you haven't seen that?
Hold on, Brian. You haven't seen that, Brian?
No,
watch it.
Not.
It is a blast.
All right, it is on the list.
It is an absolute blast. Put that on tonight.
All right, we got.
Okay, I hated both of these movies with the passion. Willy Wonka actually gave me nightmares. So I despite the fact that Owen Wilson, his voice grates on my nerves like nails on a chalkboard, I will have to go Zoolander.
Nice. Zoolander it was that win.
It was that tunnel scene, wasn't it, Mom Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, the chocolate tube. Oh my god. They showed us that. They showed us in school.
Please move on. This is not a competition.
Fine.
Terminator 2.
All right, Men in Black, Terminator 2.
Okay, now this is a tough one.
T2 carries it.
T2.
T2 easy.
As much as Men in Black is one I will watch over and over again. Terminator 2, it is legendary. It is one of those iconic movies that if you have not seen, shame on you. You need to go watch it.
It's also one of those movies for me as a person of a certain age that it just holds a little special place in my heart.
It's one of those movies that's referenced multiple times in other like movies, TV series, all of that. So it's in that category of movies where you have to watch it to understand a lot of pop culture references.
It's one of the few movies where a sequel outshines the original in terms of pop culture relevance.
Yes.
Oh, never seen Terminator. T2, don't care. T2.
I'd probably say T2 as well, even though I love both of these movies.
I'm
Like
gonna go
Terminator
with Men
2
in
is
Black.
just perfect.
Vincent
So-
D'Onofrio's dramatic turn as the bug. I'm there. Let's go.
Hey man,
Anyone
that
make fun of
Michael
that?
Jackson scene in Men in Black that was perfect, but
That
still.
was funny.
Or Dennis Rodman at the end. Yes, please.
And what about the song of the summer? Here comes Men in Black. Everybody loved that song.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna have to go with T2.
Better movie.
War of the Worlds 2005 or Blade Runner. Ha! This is not even competition. Right
Yeah,
here.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner for me.
War of the Worlds.
Ooh.
I don't like Blade Runner. You already know.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
DL hates fun.
Blade Runner is fun.
Yes.
Excuse me,
God.
what?
When she comes flipping down the hall towards him, that was awesome. I thought that was fun.
I'm happy for you. Wait, which cut is this? Is this the theatrical cut? Is this the director's cut? Is this the final cut? Is it the bullshit cut? Like, which one are we talking about?
It's a cut, goddamn. It's a cut.
It's the cut.
Daryl Hannah, yes. Daryl
It's
Hannah
the cut on my
for
soul.
anyone besides DL choosing War of the World.
No.
All right. Next up. Captain America Civil War or Batman Returns?
This is an easy choice for me. Batman Returns. Michelle Pfeiffer is my goat. She is tied for the #1 Catwoman spot with Julie Newmar.
And you get Walken. Batman Returns.
Ashley
mean,
DL is true.
And that's a character that didn't exist in the comics. If they made it strictly for that movie, because if you Christopher Walken needs to be in the movie, you need to make him a character.
Apparently, I don't like either of these movies, but
I can't go against my Pittsburgh roots. I got to go with Batman Returns.
2 for Batman Returns. Ryan? No
He
Brian.
votes Batman Returns.
DL?
I will slightly give it to Civil War because of T'Challa and Tom Holland and Ant-Man. Like Batman Returns, just I had no idea what these choices that Tim Burton was making. Like I did not.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love. First of all, the scene where T'Challa's going pace for pace with Steve Rogers and Bucky is absolutely is a goated scene. And Tom Holland with him rambling off against Bucky and Falcon, showing his full knowledge. Well, you get a good idea of the character in that few minutes that we actually get to see him. Love it, but still, Catwoman will always be my goat character.
This is one of the rare times I have to agree with DL. Everyone knows I did not like those 90s Batman movies. And besides, Captain America Civil War has Sebastian Stan. I will take Sebastian Stan any day of the week in a movie and in other things. So, but Batman Returns wins because Mama Bear is voting for Brian.
Oh, I'm here.
Brian's back.
I'm gonna go with Christopher Walken playing
See,
Max
votes
Shrek.
Returns.
Max Shrek.
Yes.
Batman Returns.
And a creepy ass freaking penguin.
No, yeah, you got that right. Eating raw fish and biting people's noses
was
off.
shocking.
Because that's what we will.
That was
Hey, man.
so gross.
Hey man, that movie also gave us Pee Wee Herman as Penguin's father.
True.
Yes.
Mm.
And Carol Kane is his mother.
Yep.
It was not a Captain America movie. You are correct.
Wait. Let's go back for 1 second. Pee Wee Herman was
Yes.
Penguin's.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one of the
Wait,
things.
what,
That's
DL?
one of those
What?
lore things that I absolutely love.
Yeah, dude. Paul Rubin, like he's always in.
Paul Rubin played Penguin's father in Batman Returns and in Gotham.
Yep.
My mind is blown. How did I
Yep.
never
I don't
realize that?
know. How did you
My
not know
God.
Go back
I
and watch
don't
it.
know. That
Go back
makeup
and watch
must be good. I didn't even notice.
Wow, it's Tim Burton shoving his friends in movies. No,
that? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Batman Returns for the win.
that's right. Tiebreaker.
All right. 40-Year-Old Virgin or The
It's too
Mummy
close to home.
Returns?
Mummy Returns.
40-year-old virgin.
Boner James, 40-year-old virgin.
Ooh, you guys are haters. The Mummy Returns, the theatrical debut of Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, please don't get me started on that.
Ooh.
Come on,
I had fun.
Rachel Weisz,
If you
Brendan
smell what
Fraser,
The Rock
Oded
is
Fair.
cooking.
Come on.
I love
had
Rachel
fun with-
Weisz, but
I had fun with The Mummy Returns, but it's not a good movie. It was the story is even more of a mess than it was in the first film. The CGI Scorpion King thing was atrocious. Like, no. Like,
Rachel
40-year-old
Weisz. Rachel Weisz.
I
dude,
like
come on.
Rachel Weisz. I like Rachel Weisz. But
Brendan
just like
Fraser.
She was badass in that movie.
sure, but Skeleton King, Scorpion King, and the horrible CGI monster at the end.
It was 2001. What are you?
so bad.
Come on.
40-year-old Virgin is one of the best comedies of all time. Like, I can't argue against that.
You know, I'm gonna go with The Mummy Returns because I've watched The Mummy Returns probably 8 to 10 times. I love that movie. I do like 40-Year-Old Virgin, but it's too close to home with collectibles and not opening them. Screw anybody that tries to make somebody open their collectibles.
Well, I was a 40-year-old virgin, so yeah, no, I'm good, bro. That hit way too close to home. I was almost like a month and a half from being a 41-year-old virgin. Okay. Too close to home.
And
Too
not
close
for
to
nothing, Mummy 2 gave us a Nux Sunamon. What's her name?
Yeah, I don't know the actress's name, but yeah,
Character.
Anaxunamun.
A Nux Sunamon. Greatest character ever, greatest name ever. That fight scene was amazing.
I was
Here
just
you
about to
guys.
say that.
I liked him in Star Trek Discovery as the Admiral. That was kind of cool.
Plus Oded Fair. Yes, please.
Yeah, Oded Fair. That's who I was thinking of.
TMI.
You're welcome.
All right. The Mummy wins. Let's see what we got next.
Harry Potter.
Simpsons or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Man, 2007
I love The
was a good
Simpsons,
year,
but the
huh?
Simpsons movie was not very good.
Nah, was not good.
Under the Dome
Simpsons.
or one of my least favorite of the bunch. Yeah, Harry Potter. Yeah, I'm going Harry Potter. Order of the Phoenix. They crushed it with the casting of Dolores Umbridge.
They did.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So Harry Potter.
I struggled, like, because I read the book before I saw the movie. I struggled understanding Dolores Umbridge reading the book until that very first moment. I was sitting there with my girlfriend right next to me, and the first moment we hear Dolores Umbridge goes, I'm like, oh my god, it's your mom.
Your mom.
Shut up.
But yeah, no, it gave really good context to an already horrible character, and
The most hated character.
Did I ever tell you look like a penis with a little hat on?
almost everybody except for Lord Voldemort has redemption in that damn story, except for her. She's like beyond redeeming, dude. Like she's so bad they bring her back in the 7th book.
You know what? And you know what happened to her afterwards? They put her in Azkaban.
There you go.
All right. Harry Potter for the win.
Harry Potter.
Transformers Dark Moon or
Yeah.
What's the right answer? What is the right answer?
the answer is anything but Transformers.
Where's
Screw
dude,
Michael Bay.
I'm sorry, Blue
Did you
Jay.
do this one?
I'm sorry, buddy. We tried. to represent for the Transformers.
Neither.
Now I know
Can you-
everybody loves Dark of the Moon now, but I'm sorry,
Really?
you're not going against Raiders. You're not.
I mean, dark side of the moon. Sure.
Yeah, that's proper English. That's proper English.
Well, no,
Carrie
that's
Six made
also
this
a
list.
Pink Floyd album. Can you pick something else besides Transformers?
Fine.
Let's give them something to run for their money here. Oh hell yes, let's go! Come on.
Oh, really?
I don't think that's much better.
Yeah, that's still not a competition.
You're gonna die on the hill, Brian, on this one.
Yeah, you go downhill on this one.
Brian, go down the hill.
Elliot Goldenthal's soundtrack for the win. Batman and Robin. Let's go.
We were doing soundtracks, maybe. But we're not doing soundtracks.
I'm sorry, you're not going against John Williams.
Yeah.
You're not going against John Williams.
Well, no. Did John Williams do Batman? No, he didn't. Danny Elfman did. So thank you very much.
Ooh, call out.
Danny Williams wish he could do what John Williams done.
Raiders was the movie
I
that
know
inspired
that.
Michael Bay to become a filmmaker. God damn it, we should have never had this movie
You're not
made.
helping, Dennis.
Raiders.
As much as I'm a DC fan, come on. That was the one
Raiders
with
for the
Babe,
win.
wasn't it?
God damn it.
That was a bomb. No.
It had Alicia Silverstone though.
Hell yeah, dude, it's Batgirl.
Oh, that one. It was
That's not
That
Batgirl.
one.
That was
No.
not Batgirl.
And they had him in the Nightwing suit. Oh, let's go, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Um,
Robin was amazing in that movie. It was great. Arnold Schwarzenegger as freaking Mr. Freeze.
Can
Let's
you be
go.
cold, Batman?
the
Yeah.
only good thing that came out of Batman and Robin is the fact that the legendary bat nipples, because
Oh, hell
that
yeah.
became such a thing in Hollywood
Well,
that
it was-
when they were fun fact, when they were switching directors for the Harry Potter movies, what they said, and they said to the guy, what suggestions do you have for the next director? And he said, don't put nipples on the bat suit.
the
Raiders, by the way.
they did it in both of the Schumacher movies though.
Yes, they did.
Batman Forever had it in there too, and it was a kiss from a rose.
I will say this: Alicia Silverstone's Batgirl.
It's not Batgirl.
She was Cher playing Batgirl from Mean Girls, not Mean Girls.
Clueless.
Clueless.
God dang, dude, get your '90s pop culture correct.
Shut up! Leave me alone.
Ah,
It's okay.
The one thing I will agree with Brian, Robin's suit is awesome in that movie.
dude,
I
it's
will
legit,
say
man.
that.
It's one of the best ones in all of film. Like the
Arnold could have
last
been a
one.
good freeze if somebody would have told him to shut up.
For the record, I do want Mr. Freeze's slippers from that movie.
Oh, those.
Walk, I can copy
He's
your
Mr. White Christmas. He's
Oh,
Mr. Snow.
Dirty Geek, save that for next week.
I think it's still safe to say Raiders of the Lost Ark is moving on.
I
All
thought
right,
it was
Raiders
funny
of
when
the
they made
Lost
fun of it
Ark.
on Mad TV. It was like we're going down the bat pole tonight, you know.
Star Wars, super bad.
Um,
Ugh.
Did we remove super bad or?
I just referenced that movie, so no.
All right.
Star Wars. Star Wars. Come on now.
I mean, I really loathe Jonah Hill. Now, when that movie came out,
I still loathe Jonah. I've
He was
always
just a
loathed
funny
Jonah
fat
Hill.
kid.
He's not funny.
Michael Cera. Well, he's not fat anymore, and he's not funny.
I know.
So it's like a double whammy of awful. Ever since he was in see, I'm with you, Kings. I loved Jonah then as well. It's just they really ruined it. Superbad was one of those cultural touchstones, kind of like Star Wars, just 40 years later.
Third best Michael Cera movie.
Yeah, and
There's
that's
a
saying
good Michael
something.
Cera movie.
Yeah, if you dig deep.
Scott Pilgrim.
I don't like the original Star Wars movie.
It wasn't a good movie.
Oh wow! Hot
It was not a good movie.
Well, here's the deal. Like, it's in terms of rewatchability, it's not even in my top 5 of Star Wars movies. So that would be number 6 for you guys.
I'm still gonna pick Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because without Star Wars, I wouldn't have so much content to make.
No, this is true, but I will say the one thing I was thinking about with Superbad was that part where he walks into the room. They're at that party, and Michael Cera walks into the room, and he's like, that guy's like, "Hey, you're that guy. You're that singer." And he starts singing "These Eyes," and like he gets to the part where he's like, "These eyes I've never seen," and he just kind of trails off, and they're all so drunk they don't notice. That is the best part of the movie. Other than that, we're good. Okay.
Are we surprised that Dom chose Star Wars?
No.
Oh my God, Dom chose Star Wars. I'm so shocked.
With a name like that, I wouldn't be surprised.
Bruce, do you have an eject button for panel members? Joe,
yes.
What are you saying, Joe?
Star Wars. I do enjoy Superbad, but again, like I said, third favorite Michael Cera movie.
All right. Star Wars wins.
I agree with you, Dennis. Revenge of the Sith is the second best Star Wars movie.
All right.
All right.
Good Will Hunting, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter
Christopher Columbus.
Harry Potter.
Let's go.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. This is not a competition, Joe.
I guess Harry Potter.
Applesauce, bitch. Oh, yeah. Minnie Driver, though. You know
what?
Come on.
Oh wow.
What?
Wow.
I'll let you guys handle it.
Oh man.
I just want that goddamn movie poster.
That
is a great fucking Terminator movie.
I like that. I like that poster.
Yeah, that poster.
It's got Michael Biehn on it, bro. Let's go.
This is easy. I can't stand the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Easy Terminator for me.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean ruined Johnny Depp for me. And I know this is a weird hot take, but like, he just everything he did from that moment on was playing damn Jack Sparrow.
It just felt like a vanity project for Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it's like I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first of these movies, hands down, the best. The Curse of the Black Pearl is one of my favorites. Saw it in the theaters when it came out. Fell in love with what's her face?
Keira Knightley.
Oh God, yeah, Keira Knightley.
I heard she can bend it like Beckham.
Yeah, that's true, and she's really good at dominoes.
But I mean, come on, the first Terminator was the end of the 70s special effects, which gave us like the sweet Stan Winston stuff that you get to see in later installments of the franchise.
I did like Black Mask Hill.
Like what they did to make Terminator, just like they filmed it at night. They barely used any money to make this movie. Like everything they did, like the story behind the making of the first Terminator movie is almost as good as the first movie. Like what they did, what James Cameron had to go through to get this movie made. Like they called it guerrilla filmmaking. Like, yeah, watch the behind the scenes of this. yes, exactly, Dennis. It was a B movie. Like Terminator is it? I agree. Muppets, Pirates of the Treasure Island with Tim Curry.
Even Dustin Hoffman was a better pirate.
Yeah, on Hook.
I was not a fan of any of the pirate movies. I didn't care. It was just stupid for me. So I'm going Terminator.
And then
everybody going Terminator?
Yeah, I'm going Terminator.
As much as I will say over and over again, Terminator, absolute classic. It is one of those, absolutely you need to watch. I loved the Pirates movies. Absolutely love it. And the fact that Johnny Depp would actually go and visit kids in the hospital as Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That, my heart, my God. He loved that. He loved this role and he loved the character.
He had to go somewhere. His girlfriend was shitting in the bed.
True.
God.
Yeah, he did. It was called Grindelwald, and it was awful. Okay.
I
Next.
honestly, I liked him better as Grindelwald than the one that replaced him.
Oh, don't.
Really?
I actually
No,
like
dude,
I
if
like
they
Mads
just-
Mikkelsen a little bit more. I
If
like
they'd have kept Mads
Mikkelsen a little
Mikkelsen the
more.
whole time, instead of like having him Colin Farrell and then changing him into Johnny Depp and then changing him, that bugged
That
me.
was dumb. I did not like that.
I will never object to changing out anybody from Colin Farrell. Never will object to that. I don't like Colin Farrell. No logical reason the man grates on my. It's probably I never forgave him for Alexander, but I just don't like him.
Alexander.
I enjoy his later
Alexander
career
wasn't his
more than I
fault,
enjoy his
though.
early
Come
career.
on, we all know it was Jared Leto's fault.
I like the Lone Ranger too, Terry.
I always blame Jared Leto.
Yes, you can.
All right, Terminator wins.
Oh, okay. I don't get a vote. It's fine.
Signs or the Prestige?
Oh,
Swing away.
Ooh.
Oh, Prestige, easy.
I haven't seen the Prestige, so I have.
Oh
to go
my
Signs.
God, it's so good.
So good.
I
The-
hated Signs.
The Prestige.
Love the Prestige.
Yeah, Signs is trash. Signs is
As cheesy as Signs is, I have not seen the other one. So
Well, isn't that like half the cast of all of the Nolan movies in the Prestige?
Yeah, that's Nolan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
So Prestige wins easy.
Mhm.
All right. Hancock. What?
Harry Potter.
Oh, Goblet of Fire. Easy, dude. That's the best one.
Goblet
that gave
of
us
Fire.
Ray Fiennes, dude. That
not
gave
the
us Ray
best
Fiennes.
one.
That gave us Ray Fiennes going like this.
My boy.
And that was the coolest thing ever. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no,
I saw that.
That Voldemort return is one of the best moments in the entire series, but we have
Absolutely.
to sit through an hour of stupid teenage
Okay,
drama.
they
and
ruined the
tournament that
Triwizard
doesn't make any
Tournament. I'll
sense.
tell you that right now. They ruined the
We
Triwizard Tournament.
got Pattinson in this.
Yes,
The-
we got
the
Robert
thing-
Pattinson.
The thing we did, but we
Yeah.
did not get Charlie Weasley. They should have brought in Charlie Weasley.
True.
Still, Harry Potter.
I mean, they really shit the bed on the movie in terms of like the book accuracy. But then again, this is when the book started getting
So long.
mammothly
I've
thick.
got it on the shelf next to me.
I think Goblet of Fire is the longest book in the series.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah,
I literally just listened to the audiobooks of the whole series.
I've got the Jim
past
Dale
couple
ones
months.
on my phone. I was listening to Goblet
It's
of
so
Fire
good.
last night.
So
I,
good.
I enjoyed Hancock. I thought it was a fun take on superhero genre. I'm going with Hancock. I'll be the outsider here.
Pat Pattinson.
Yeah, I thought Hancock was cool until Charlize Theron started getting weird. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know what's going on now. But up until that point, I was
There were scenes in Hancock that I just make me cringe. I cannot. You know, like the prison scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I just wasn't that big a fan, to be honest with you.
And King, if you and I were hanging out, I would make you watch it again anyway.
Goblet of Fire was all right, though. I mean, it gave us, Ray Fiennes. And that was one of those, like, I got, Facebook was, or MySpace was a thing. Okay. So that I remember reading somewhere on MySpace that Ray Fiennes was going to be on, was going to be, portraying Lord Voldemort, and I was just like through the moon because one, I love Ray Fiennes.
He's a fantastic actor.
Him as Amon Gert in Schindler's List.
yeah.
I will never think of a villain the same way again. Like,
Is anybody surprised that Dom the Pickle chose Hancock?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Moving on. Please.
All right.
Goblet of Fire for the win.
Absolutely.
Victor Crumb, baby. Let's go.
Rush Hour 2 or Meet the Fockers? Meet the Fockers for me. I did not like Rush Hour movies.
The Battle of the Crappy Sequels.
I do not like either of these movies.
I like Rush Hour too.
Okay.
I thought it was fun.
Let's see.
I've already established I can't stand Owen Wilson, so Rush Hour 2.
We're gonna go basing off the soundtrack. So Rush Hour 2 soundtrack had let's see here.
Michael Jackson.
Ludacris, Edman.
Good enough for me.
All right, let's go. Yes.
All right.
I'm
Rush
taking
Hour
Rush
2
Hour
wins.
2.
against better judgment of the panel.
He wants some Mushu. Oh,
Airplane or Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Airplane.
Two
Airplane.
goofy movies. All right.
Airplane.
Airplane.
As
are
a
you serious?
Canadian, I have
I
to pick
hate
Jim
Ace
Carrey.
Ventura.
Surely you can't be serious.
I
I
hate Ace Ventura so much.
As a Canadian and somebody from his city, I have to pick Jim Carrey.
That's fair.
I grew up with Ace Ventura, not Airplane. Ace Ventura came out in 1994. 1994, I was in 6th grade. Every single person quoted every single line from this movie ad nauseum through the entire year of 6th grade. Alrighty then.
Yeah, but did you have a scene of June Cleaver speaking jive? No. You did an Airplane.
CGH. Everybody saying hi to CGH.
True, but do you have Dan Marino and a dolphin? Come on, let's go.
Is this the real MMA?
Sean Young? Yes, it is.
I think CGH. It is.
It is the real MMA.
I think
you're welcome.
If Max doesn't want to do To the Max on Saturdays, we could do Saturday Live on the Kingdom.
It's because I quit him, dude. It was half my show. But Airplane, it's got a few notable lines in it. But dude, the movie that came out after it, though, because 1994 was a big year for Jim Carrey, was Dumb and Dumber. So I like Dumb and Dumber more than.
That just got worse with Dumb and Dumber.
Joe, you will be the
mask.
tiebreaker.
Wait,
I'm Airplane. I'm Airplane all the way on this.
You're damn right. It does. CJH. I was the glue, bro. The glue.
Ryan Lee's and it falls apart. It did. Airplane. What the hell is going on here?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
It's trying to tell us something. We love Harry Potter.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This one is actually hard for me because generally, if it's Bruce Willis, I always gotta go Bruce Willis. But I'm a Harry Potter fan.
But Haley Joel Osment killed that movie, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going Harry Potter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that was Christopher Columbus's tour de force.
You had Bruce Willis, you had Donnie Wahlberg, you had like wonderful
M. Night Shyamalan.
Still Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, there's no way you're gonna have me M. Night Shyamalan over Harry Potter. That's never happening ever.
I will take it. I will take it because it was before M. Shyamalan. I mean, after this, he blew his load with 6th Sense. After that, it's like.
Well, it's because of the twist. The twist at the end of it was so massive that it like. Oh, dude, yeah, Harry Potter had a twist. Dude, think about it. Okay, Tom Marvolo Riddle in the diary, bro, threw me off. Let's go.
Chamber of Secrets is one of the best. Is one of the best of the series because it's one of the lightest ones.
I will say this: Chamber of Secrets, my favorite scene out of all the Harry Potter movies. And then it's when him and Draco are dueling, and he starts speaking parcel tongue. That was like, yes.
See, I wish that scene. I wish they had actually done closer to the book.
Yeah,
I like Gilderoy Lockhart.
The Village.
Village was okay.
That Village was fine. I like.
Yeah, but dude, like every Shyamalan movie after The Sixth Sense had some stupid twist in it, like Glass or whatever all these other.
I did like Unbreakable though. I do still like Unbreakable.
I love that trilogy. I want to sit down and I really want to just do a binge watch of the trilogy of Unbreakable, Split, and Glass because they're good movies.
All right, Harry Potter for the win again.
Harry Potter.
Dodgeball. No.
Let's go.
No.
Why did you get rid of Blade Runner?
Honestly, it wasn't the one I expected him to get rid of.
Right? I was expecting him to get rid of Dodgeball. I'm like,
fine, I'm getting rid of Dodgeball.
That was not very nerdy of you. No, you selected Dodgeball.
Yeah,
let's go. I'll take this.
Aliens or something about Mary.
Aliens.
His friends would stay so whining. They've had enough of that.
I actually watched this Something About Mary for the first time a few weeks ago.
Oh wow!
I saw it in the theaters with my mom, dude.
Okay.
Very awkward.
I watched this movie not too long ago, and this made me think of Dom because of the pickle park.
Oh God.
I'm sure you were all just pissing.
Okay, I love Keith David. Absolutely love him.
Oh
But
God! How the hell did you get the beans about the Franks?
I hated that whole scene. I hated that whole scene.
Just imagine seeing that for the first
you can
time
see DL
ever.
cringing right now.
Dude, the theater was busting up laughing. Dude, this is like the height of the Farrelly brothers, man. Like, dude, it's this and then Me, Myself, and Irene, okay? Like,
So
oh,
you're
man.
Something About Mary?
Oh, yeah. Dude, Something About Mary, hands down. The
And
Farrelly brothers.
and they put Jonathan Richman in it
Like
singing.
like
and
like I
I'm a
was
big
saying
Modern
though,
Lovers fan.
I love Keith David. I love him in everything that there is. That being said, Aliens, absolute classic, and another channel that I'm occasionally pop into on Saturdays, the Lethal Geeks. Anytime I pop in, they put Ripley as my intro, so I got to go with my girl.
Well, and also, my favorite part was the last line of the movie where she goes, "I'm a Niners fan." Yeah, let's go.
Always gonna bring it back to football. My God.
Well, because
It's
Brett
the little
Favre was
things.
Brett Favre was in the end of it, and that was actually part of the movie. So it was worth bringing Brown for football. All right, I stand by
If
that.
they just didn't-
Aliens. We're gonna do a few more, then we out of here.
If they
course
just
it's
didn't have that
aliens.
zipper scene, it would have been a lot better if they didn't have that zipper scene.
Dumb and Dumber or Seven?
What's with
Seven.
the Farrelly brothers, man? We're getting some classics here.
I'm picking Seven because Seven is just my movie. I love that movie. I can
What's in the
rewatch it over and
box?
over.
Seven.
Honestly, you should have that as a clip for whenever you're doing an unboxing. What's in the box?
What's in the box? There's something about Mary, Frank, and Beans. What the hell are you talking about?
Dude, Franks and Beans.
I think Dom is hyped up on NyQuil.
Yeah, I think so.
That's part of the movie, Franks and Beans. Oh, never mind.
I don't remember a movie.
I'm defaulting to
Damn it, Dom.
I just said the other day that I can't stand Closer by 9 Inch Nails. So I'm taking Dumb and Dumber just on the soundtrack alone. The Dumb and Dumber soundtrack is actually really, really good. It's got crash test dummies on it. If you
my baseball.
If you know your Canadian music, there the crash test dummies are amazing. It also had the Bare Naked Ladies. So kick-ass soundtrack. I'm going Dumb and Dumber over 7.
No,
I
Morgan
hate
Freeman,
Nine Inch
Brad
Nails.
Pitt. No, 7.
Oh, you must be
Nine Inch Nails
excited for. You must be excited for Tron Ares. Not only do you have 9 Inch Nails, but Jared Leto.
I was like, what is this? 1997? Get out of here, industrial freaking crap. Oh, I'd rather have Rammstein back.
Yeah,
Rammstein.
Yes, we do, CJ.
Du hast.
Canadians know how to rock.
Yes, we do.
Look at that
Unfortunately, yes.
photograph. Oh, sorry.
My favorite Canadian, my favorite band is a Canadian band.
Nickelback?
Rush. No, Rush. Toronto's own. Rush.
Tom Sawyer. All right. 7-1.
Yeah.
Die Hard
Same.
2 or The Matrix?
Matrix.
Had it been the first Die Hard, I'd probably go Die Hard, but Matrix.
Good dialing back there, Dennis. Damn it. Okay, this one's not as hard for me. Bruce Willis hated Die Hard. So, and
With a
Matrix,
vengeance?
he did. No, he actually said multiple times in interviews that's the one he hated the most. And I saw Matrix like 14 times in the theaters.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah,
Matrix.
Mhm.
Everybody, Matrix.
Matrix.
The Matrices.
All right, we'll do one more after this. Avatar: Ice Age.
Neither.
Ice
Ice
Age, baby.
Age.
Let's go.
Okay,
Avatar. Get out of here. Avatar.
That
No
squirrel trying to move the
dances
nut
with
in the
Space
beginning of the
Smurfs.
movie was far more entertaining the entirety of Avatar. Okay, I'm good.
Ice Age.
So how you felt about the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise? This is how I feel about the Ice Age franchise. I'm so sick of Ice Age. I can't stand it. The first one wasn't even that amazing. It wasn't even that great. How did it make 14 sequels after that? I think Avatar is a great
Give
film.
it,
I don't
give it.
understand what
Avatar
I
will
really
have
don't.
14
Three
sequels of
names:
with
Ray
Space Force.
Romano, freaking John Leguizamo, and Dennis Leary. Okay, that's why they made sequels to Ice Age.
Wait, why is he speaking the Matrix? Is the Matrix on the screen? Are you okay, Dom? Put down that bottle of Henny.
I think he's a little late.
This is what happens when you mix Henny and NyQuil, okay?
Sipping back on
Dark
a little
City
bit
is
of
such a good
Grandpa's
movie.
old cough medicine. Oh, sorry, that was a line from Dumb.
All right, so that's how many for Ice Age? One, two,
one.
Yeah, Ice Age.
one.
I abstain from this vote. I just like both
and
movies.
DL's the only one to vote for Avatar. Ouch.
You know what? I'll down this hill. That's fine.
He's like top
Ice
grossing film of all time.
Ages.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Quantum of Soul. What the?
Harry
God damn
Potter.
it.
Oh my god. Oh my
Right,
god.
we're gonna get rid of Harry Potter this time.
I will say this though, like, because I don't
All
like
right.
Half-Blood Prince, but I would rather watch that over Quantum of
Oh
Solace.
hell yes, let's go. Home Alone
Home
2,
Alone
Lost
2
in New
or
York.
Quantum of Solace.
I really wanted Home Alone 3, Children's Aid. Come on.
The contestants winners for Ding Dang Dong. Oh. Stay at the fabulous Plaza Hotel.
Okay, you guys are gonna roast me for this. I've never been a Bond fan, so Home Alone 2.
Oh, I'm not going to roast you for it.
There's no roasting to be had. Quantum of
I don't think
Solace.
Quantum of Solace was that great of a movie.
No.
I'm
a big Bond fan.
Bond is one of those. I really believe it's more of a guys type thing.
I take it back though. I did enjoy the theme song for Quantum of Solace. Jack White and Alicia Keys.
No.
Oh yeah, let's go.
That was not good.
That's questionable.
Wow, really? That vehemently?
I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it.
Yeah, that was like Another Way to Die was one of the best of the Craig themes. I mean, don't get me wrong. Skyfall's number 1. We all know Adele's rocked it in that one. Chris Cornell, number 2, of course. But no, number 3, Jack White and freaking Alicia Keys, dude, all day long.
Dude, and I love me some Alicia Keys, but I don't know what happened with that. The instrumental is okay, but like dude, I don't know what was up with this singing. I love Alicia Keys, but I'm like, what the hell was that? Sounded like two BFFs at a drunk karaoke bar trying to sing a Bond theme. I'm like, what is this?
Well, and then Olga Kurylenko was in this one too, right? That's who was in this one. Yeah. That's who the Bond girl was in this movie, Olga.
Oh yeah.
Kurylenko or whatever.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, I mean, I like the song. It's like my favorite part of the whole damn movie. But Home Alone 2, Lost in New York was. I actually saw Home Alone 2 in the theaters way back in the day, and I remember how funny it was. Everybody laughed. It was just. It's one of those things about going and seeing a comedy in the theater. It's wow. Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I'm choosing Quantum of Solace. Screw you guys. I hate that little kid.
That's
Another way to die.
I mean, Home Alone 2 is just another rehash of the first movie, but like Quantum of Solace, like, dude, literally following Casino Royale with that. I'm like, dude, come on.
Well, I mean, at least it was a direct sequel, though. It still had the, everything you were looking for in that one. All right, I'm to listen to that song now.
I guess, kind of, ish.
Where are we going on this one? I got Solace. Anybody else?
I got Home Alone on this one.
Home Alone.
God damn you guys.
Yeah, give us Child Abandonment too.
Oh,
The Big Lebowski.
We already did the one.
Oh yeah, easily.
Big Lebowski.
Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh.
That's easy, baby.
Uh, damn.
Didn't we do
lost
Raiders?
Brian.
Jeez, this is the.
Uh,
Oh man. Because the first Spider-Man is like one of my favorites too. But Raise the Lost Ark though, it's like the perfect adventure action movie. Like,
yeah.
jeez, I might have to go with Raiders. As much as I love the first Spider-Man, like Raiders is just like it's like it's a tighter film than the first Spider-Man. I'll admit that.
I
You know what?
definitely am going Raiders.
I am probably going to be the one vote out on the panel here. I am a comic book fan through and through. Spider-Man.
Joe.
Oh, I'm going Raiders, hands down.
All right, and this was the last one for this thing.
We don't
and
have a tie vote anymore.
Yes. This has been a fun stream. Thank you, everyone, for showing up.
Yes, it's
We're
fun.
just randomly through this together. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to DL's channel. I am DL. Subscribe to Mama Bear Art Doll.
Yeah, Mama Bear Doll.
Mama Bear Doll. Subscribe to Renovision if you haven't. And tomorrow is my comic book show, the other comic show. So if you hang out tomorrow around 8 p.m., somewhere around there. Hopefully might get my show together after tonight. So I want to thank everyone for showing up, hanging out, and have a good night, everyone.